Blues legend.
You're right, mate.
One message to the Blue Noses from me.
Keep right on.
The Blues.
Come on.
Keep right on.
Hey, Ian. Keep right on, baby.
Woodster! Woodster! Woodster!
Come on, you blue boys! Just keep right on and shit on the villa.
Keep right on.
Hey! How are we all doing, Blue Noses? We are back with another Blues football phoning. We've got lots to talk about. I'm looking forward to all your views and opinions as well. And hopefully we can get some really good calls in. Great result against Coventry. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Chris Davies. There's a lot of transfer rumours going around, players coming in and out. So I'm looking forward to talking about that as well. So let's get our guests on. Our first guest joining us tonight is he's a newbie to the channel. It's his debut. It's Nathan. All right. All right, son.
I like that little introduction.
Yeah. Well, mate.
Yeah, how are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, good. Been a long day, but free to digest into what's been going on because it's been a little bit more positive, hasn't it? The last couple of days compared to the past 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, hasn't it, mate, so far? Well, I mean, I mentioned it like before. I mean, I don't know what your take is on it, but I just think it's football. Like, you know, it's changed that much over the years, and it's just patience. Like a lot of it. Then you got opinions and social media, and then you got the betting odds on all the, you know, that's like hyping your excitement up as well. And if you're not reaching what these betting things are saying, you know, it all adds to it, doesn't it? You know, and then that's when you start getting all different opinions and start disagreeing on things, and then that belief like just slowly goes away, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think social media adds a big part, doesn't it, now? Because everybody's got the voice and opinions. Before you had the select people who went on to stuff like TalkSport or Sky Sports, but now everybody gets involved, so you kind of get to hear what everybody thinks, and you know, you get to hear the different generations of fans as well. Some of them that are a bit more old school, younger fans as well, and obviously so many different opinions regarding like the board, managers, players. It's a difficult place, isn't it? I think, especially for the players who are struggling at the moment. Yeah,
I agree, mate. Yeah, I agree. Should we get our third guest on, Nath?
Get him on.
Let's get him on. He's been on the channel before, but it's his Blues football phoning debut. I'm looking forward to getting him on. Let's bring in Max. Let's give him one. Forever true to the royal blue. All right, son.
Hello, mate. How are you?
It's good to get you on, mate. I'm looking forward to hearing your views and opinions, mate, tonight.
I know you love me. You love me moaning, don't you?
I do, mate. So it's going to be good to get you on. But mate, this is what it's all about. You know, like, we all have different views. You all see the game differently. Some people don't have season tickets. I think Nick from Chatting Blues, he mentioned it as well. You know, look, if you watch it on telly, you get a different judgment of the game.
Yeah.
Whereas if you watch it in the you can analyse it better on the telly. I think that kind of sways with opinions as well. But yeah, it's it's all good, mate. And like I say, I always welcome different opinions. It's all part and parcel of football. So superb to get you on. And then thanks for.
It's great to be asked back on. I've been on with you once before, but yeah, I just want to throw it out there. I don't moan every single time. I do have a little bit of positivity sometimes, I promise.
No, I know you do, mate. I know you do. Let's get our last guest on. Let's get him on, and let's all just feel it in the moment, because this one's a special one. Let's get him on. It's the Messiah. Right, son.
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. It's good to get you on again, Rich.
It's good to be on, mate. Nice to see the chaps who've come on as well. Mad Max, how you doing?
Mate, less mad. I'm less mad today.
Less mad, mate. You've been very calm the last 24 hours, mate, so that's good. We like that.
Yeah, I mean, I lost my head, didn't I, pre-match, but I every time I do that, we seem to do well. So
just get it off your chest, don't you? Get it off your chest.
I love to do that. I love to do that.
No, it's good to see you, mate.
And you, mate. And you.
But yeah, looking forward to unpacking it all. Let's get it unpacked, mate. Kick us off.
So we've got a lot to talk about, boys. Obviously, there's a lot of rumours going around. We had rumours before, but not like good rumours or to do with Chris Davies, because we wasn't getting the results, was we? And it weren't looking the best in terms of result. Football, unfortunately, it's a results business, and you need goals, points to go up the league. And there was like different opinions. The fan base was kind of going 50-50 for Chris Davies in, Chris Davies out. I've always been behind him. And I'm sure you was as well, wasn't you, Rich? Max, you was a bit more on the fence, wasn't you, like at times?
Yeah. My thing's always been, and I think you boys have seen it over the course of the last kind of 3 or 4 months, is that I want him to succeed. I want him to do well. It's not that I don't want him to. I want him to, but yeah. He's gonna, and I feel like he did it yesterday, where he's gonna have to take a bit of a hit on his ego and adapt. And as long as he adapts, which he did yesterday, he might get some success, because as we know, yesterday he went for less possession, hit on the counter attack. When we went 3-2 up, he put 5 at the back, and he just made those kind of proper tactical nous decisions that got us the result. And you boys, you've seen it every week. I want him to do Super Chrissy Davis. I want him to do well. I really want him to succeed. But I started to question the fact that he couldn't seem to adapt. But let's hope it continues, because I don't want it to be a kind of a one-time thing again, which we saw at Preston, didn't we, when we played away and we got a result away. And then it disappeared again after that. And it just felt like, you're not helping yourself, mate. You're not helping yourself. In this league, you have to set up against every team, sometimes a little bit differently. You have to understand who you play in, and kind of do your research on each game. Every game's not the same, but he seemed to think that the same formation at home and away with the same players was going to work the same every week, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't.
Reach.
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent. Yeah, definitely with that. But I think what we've got to bear in mind is that, last season, a lot of the managers were coming up against this season. They've had 50 games to kind of like work Davies out, and I think that's been the issue, hasn't it? I mean, we used a style last season, home and away, and we absolutely smashed the league. Obviously, I know it's League One, but still got world record points, and let's see if that ever gets beaten again in our lifetime. But I just think that they've kind of like had 50 games to study him, to kind of say, right, okay, have the ball. We've got better players, so we'll just counter attack you. And I think we've been caught by sucker punches quite a few times. So there's no doubt for me he's a great coach, because he's a great coach. He's highly sought after. He was when we got him. But I just think he just needs to learn to adapt, and I think he's going to learn that very quickly. And he did that at home with 25% possession. No one thought he'd do that. I was thinking, why are we sitting back? Why are we doing that? And then after the game, when I watched the highlights, I thought, fair play. That is like, Lampard would not have known that was coming.
No.
Yeah. So for me, people say about coaching, but he out-coached Lampard yesterday without a shadow of a doubt. He didn't see it coming yesterday. And it's their second goal was offside, but that's besides the point. So that might have been a bit leaner with the scoreline. But I just think that he does need the window. It's very frustrating. I hate seeing Blues lose. I hate it. You get frustrated. You see the same performances, week in, week out away. The away fans spend a load of money, and I get it's not acceptable. But I'm really hoping now we've got the window open, we're going to get some players back. We can start climbing the table, and there's 60 points left to play for. So let's just have a go and see where we are. You never know. Wagner, I mean, that signing Wagner yesterday he was brilliant. So as soon as he touched the ball, I just knew he was a baller. I went, brilliant. That's what you need. And he's not even fit, is he? So I'm really excited about that. And I thought Dux came on, Dux started and had a fantastic game. And credit where credit's due, because I've been against Kumas pretty much all season because he can't cross a ball. He was exceptional yesterday. Hats off to him. He was brilliant yesterday. And he did get a start, and fair play. He's not had many starts, and he really did the business against the so-called best team in the league. So I was really chuffed and proud of the lads yesterday. It was a brilliant performance. We got the job done. We pretty much got 2 weeks off now because we've got about the FA Cup and get some players in. And let's see where we land. Let's see where we land. We're going to be all right.
Nathan?
I mean, the last few weeks, with the fact we had, I think it was 7 games without a win, I was starting to think, right, you know what, I think it might be time to call it a day. And the reason I think that is, compared to others, I've only been supporting the club since the season we went down. And I remember the first game, because it was what I'll always remember, Hull City at home, Rooney's first home game. And everyone was saying, right, let's go for it now. We've got a big name in. He's not at the best managerial career, but we can do it. Obviously, we all know what happened with that, and it led to us going down and all stuff. So for me, I've not been one of them who's been there, seen all these managerial changes, seen the fact that the appointments we make don't work. So for me, I was like, right, he's not doing good enough. He's not adapting. His inexperience is showing in the league. I was happy to let him go. But I think considering what we did against Coventry, we completely went off the ball. We had, I think, 20% possession at the end. We even switched to a 5-back with Cash in when he come on towards the end. And that said to me, right, he's got some adaptability in him. And if Davis can do that every time we have a struggle, whether it's home or whether it's away, I think we're going to start bringing results, because we played the best team in the league. I mean, they've been dominant. I know they've had a bit of a blip, but they have been by far the best. So the fact we could make our changes, especially with a couple of injuries as well, and still come out on top, for me, shows that if he carries on doing that, we could easily see ourselves up in the top half of the table by the end of the season. And of course, that's before the signings we make. I mean, I think we got Samson, who's gone. He went today to Rotterdam. We might lose Kumas and Cashin if they go back. You've got Anderson and Leonard, who are rumoured to be leaving, and Dykes. We've got a lot of space to bring in some big players. If we spend our money right, to me, there's no reason at all why we can't see ourselves going for top 6. I think that's still going to be the ambition, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, Tom Wagner's like, he's like us, isn't he? He's passionate. I know he's an American, but we all know he's fallen in love with Birmingham City, mate. Like, he loves it. He absolutely loves it. What a bloke. I've met him a few times. I'm sure you guys have as well. Like, I absolutely love the bloke. He's the best thing that's ever happened to Birmingham City. I'm quite sentimental with Blues, and it's more so for the older generation, the ones who've been there, like, 70s or 60s, 80s, the ones who've really seen the shit, like, and to see this now happen and to see their faces, that's what means the most to me, mate. I fucking love it, like, and not for us lot as well to enjoy it with them. And, football, like Chris Davis has said, it's all about making memories, and like the longevity of where Birmingham City is going is just, it's breathtaking. I mean, look at the stadium. It's just unbelievable, and it ain't like a typical generic stadium. And you could say, like, we want the now in terms of, obviously we need the results, but I think it'll come. It's just I think it's just so exciting, and I think that's what's kind of like making us all kind of have different views, because we want it now, don't we?
I think we're forgetting that quite a lot as well, about where we've been for, I've supported them for 35 years, and it's what some of the rubbish that we've seen in the past, and your managers like Zola and Karanka and all that rubbish that we had to deal with in the past 12 years. So for me, Davis last year, it was an incredible season. Yes, we had very good players. It was a very good squad, and kind of that's why we blew everybody away. But I have to kind of remind myself as well every week when I get annoyed and Mad Max comes out and I get angry. I have to remind myself about where we've been and where we're going to and where we are right now. And it's kind of, we all want it now. And I know that Wagner kind of has promised us that from the start of the season. So have we been led down the garden path a little bit? Maybe, and we're maybe not there yet. But we all want it so quickly. But we have to remember where we come from. League One, we had a half decent squad for the Championship. We're now starting to improve it and build it. But we're mid-table, so, you know, I remember saying at the start of the season, even if we consolidated this year and then pushed on next year, that would be a good season. But we forget that so quickly because when we start playing well, we're like, oh, that's it now. We're going to be in the top 6. We're going to go up this year now. We all get ahead of ourselves, and we just need to remain a bit more level-headed. And I'm absolutely guilty for that. I think I don't know about the rest of you.
But again, it's opinions, mate. You know, it doesn't matter what you think. We judge the game. I like to judge the game week by week, so I kind of forget like last week's result. I love the Blues, you know what I mean? Like, I want to try and I work all week, mate. You know, I love the Blues. I've been brought up to love the Blues, so like,
yeah, me too.
I love to either go in if I can, or I want to watch it, so that it's a hobby at the end of the day. So I don't want to get like pissed off with it because I enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? So like, I kind of like try and hope for the best we get a result, but it's fucking Blues, isn't it? Like, but it is what it is.
It is, man.
But at the same time, like you said, Max, you know, you want your club to do well, don't you? At the end of the day, we all do.
Yeah, I just don't want us to get. I don't want us to get. I say the word greedy. I don't want us to get greedy and think it's all going to happen straight away. We have to remain level-headed and remember where we've come from and remember what the plan is. We've got this kind of 5-year plan, and if it takes that long, then it takes that long. That's fine, and we have to build every season or every transfer window. And I think you're already seeing that with that signing of Wagner straight away on the first day, and looking at signing Roberts on a permanent and maybe trying to do the Tommy Doyle already as well. I don't know. We'll talk about that, but I don't know if that's going to be able to be done in January. But getting Roberts signed and the rumours for me, it said $1 million.
Yeah,
and that's crazy for the quality. I mean, he made all 3 goals yesterday. Basically, he started one of them and he assisted the other 2. Basically, and like that's easy for £1 million, and some of the crap that we paid for in the past. Like, that's an incredible signing. So the ambition is absolutely there for the club. And I remember a year where Forest was bottom of the league, bottom of the Championship with Steve Cooper after I don't know how many games it was, 15, 20 games. They were bottom of the Championship. He came in, took over them. And they ended up in the playoffs, and they won. Or was it? I can't remember, top 2 or playoffs. I can't remember how they went about it, but they went up that year. So there's still 60 points to play for, like you said, Jade. So there's so much more football to play, and we all need to just calm down a little bit. And I definitely need to tell myself that in the mirror every day.
Max, all I'm going to say before I let Rich and Nathan have their
yeah, absolutely.
And for the Bluenoses watching, we sing the best fucking anthem in the world.
Yeah,
it's a long, long road.
Exactly. Yeah,
absolutely, man.
We love it. Come on, come on, son.
Come on.
Yeah, it's good, mate.
What are you saying?
It's definitely better than Coventry's songs, isn't it? I think they only got one song, haven't they? I mean, I don't like Coventry at all. So it was such a relief yesterday. I mean, that game, I was really nervous and anxious for the first time. I don't normally get like that, but I thought we need to win for Davis. We need to win this game for morale, for the fans, for the club, and everything. And the elation at the end of the game was just, I was shattered after, absolutely shattered. It was a great day, freezing cold. Thought the lads did really well. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, like Patrick Roberts' match was saying, I think obviously his contract's up, isn't it, in the summer, so you're going to get him for a cut price deal. But that said, there's going to be so many clubs after him, so we're going to be giving him a good wage, and he deserves it as well. I just think like so did you say Samstead has gone today?
Yeah, Rotterdam he's gone to.
Oh, was it Hansen? No, it's Hansen, isn't it?
Oh, Hansen, sorry.
I was going to say, I thought Hansen's I thought Samstead's good for a squad player, isn't he, to be honest with you?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see who we sign. I just love Shay Adams. If we could get hold of Shay Adams, I know they've said that he probably won't happen, but he's very Wagner-like just to get him. And I think if you're getting players in like that, you've got a very, very good chance of having a real good push for the next 20 games. So 60 points available. So there you go, it's 90 plus points, isn't it? But let's see how we go. We've got some decent run of fixtures coming up after the cup game, haven't we? I think we've got like a couple of decent games where they're very winnable, home and away. And we've got Coventry home and away out the way, Southampton gone. We've got Leicester next, but the other teams, let's have it, mate. Let's see what we can do.
Go on, son.
Always positive, mate. Always positive.
Mate, go on, son. Love it.
Although it's been very difficult. It's been very, very difficult.
I know, mate. It's a long road, mate. That's all I'm saying. Nathan?
Yeah, it is.
I think when we come up, we had all these signings come through. Obviously, Demarai Gray come back to the Blues. We won the Premier League. 9 years ago, I think it was. We had Jdosaj Samuel, big right back from Turkey. We had some, so many players coming in, and we thought, right, you know what, we're going for autos here, playoffs. There we go. We're gonna piss the league. That's what loads of fans thought, and I think we kind of got a bit trigger happy after winning League One. Davis, he did such a good job. Everyone's thinking, right, he's going to be the new big manager. The Championship, maybe even one of the best England managers. And I think the issues we come up, and after I'd say 10 or 15 games, we started to see how much we lacked depth in our squad. I mean, Williamson, Anderson started games, were nowhere. You had Kumas, who obviously bar Coventry hasn't really done much. At the back, we struggled, especially when we had Clara out and before we got Neumann into the squad. So I think we've got to kind of sit back a bit, make a few signings in Jan, which may not be these big £15 million signings, but just players like your Jack Robinsons, who we paid a little bit for. Yeah, well, I know we had a bad start, but since then he's recovered well. He knows the league. He's got quite a good leadership mentality, and he's really played a good role in the past 2 or 3 games. I think Watford away, for me, he was our best player. The game before that, I can't remember what it was. He was really good there.
He made team of the week, didn't he, for the last 3 weeks?
Oh, he made team of the week as well?
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row.
And I think
3 weeks
he didn't cost that much, did he, at all?
No.
And players like him, bring them in who've got experience in the Championship, and you can say to them, right, we've got our star players, but we need experience. We need some backup to help us just go higher up the table. And I think if we can do that now over the next month, get maybe 3 or 4 Championship players in, we can strive higher, because we made some good signings, but we kind of made a good start in 11, and that was it. And I think also with lots of Kyogo not transitioning well, I mean, everybody thought he was going to come and storm the league. I mean, the fact anybody signed him in the Championship was insane. He's come, it's not gone well. Dutch has been on and off, but considering what he did in the Bundesliga, I mean, he had I think it was 15 goals a season for the past 4 or 5 seasons. Behind Benjamin Sesko, he was the best player when it comes to goals and assists. He's obviously had a good couple of games, but apart from the good games, he's been quite poor. So it's like we've got some big players, but we just need to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. And I think now, with the Coventry game as an example, trying something different, that's starting to work. Wagner to Dutch, that was a brilliant link up in that game. And if you can start finding those perfect link ups, we could be scoring 2 or 3 a game, especially at home.
Nathan, someone, I don't know if you boys have seen it on Facebook. Lee, his name is, he does the keep ride on Birmingham. He lives in Spain, doesn't he?
I think I've seen him. Yeah.
Good lad. He's big on Instagram and Facebook and that. Really good following. And he put a post on about Kai Wagner. What would you rate him out of 10? And my response was, because I had this conversation with my dad, and I had a feeling, we were speaking about it. He said, "Have you seen the new Blue?" So I said, "Yeah." I said, "Have you seen any videos?" And he was laughing and joking. I said, "Well, remember what you said, Rich, about YouTube selling us a dream with Kyogo."
There's no bad videos, is there, for new players?
I was talking to my dad about it, and
had that handstand, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
I was talking to my dad about
it as well. He looked like the next Messi, didn't he?
Yeah. He had a good touch when he came on the other day, though, to be fair to him.
He did, yeah.
He had one good touch, but again, you might see him integrated into the team now. Who knows?
Yeah,
definitely. He's going to be interested, isn't he? But I think with Kyogo, I think when we were talking about some of the players we bought, fair enough if something didn't work out, but you don't expect your 8 to 10 million, whatever we paid, star striker on 35 grand a week to be, to not score goals. So in them games where we're drawing or losing, you expect him to come on and bang a goal in. So we haven't had that impact. So I think that has hurt us this season a hell of a lot. So that definitely needs to be addressed. And to be honest, I can't see him really doing anything. So if we can ship him out in the window, I think we should do it.
Well,
I do like his press. I do like his running around, but I just don't think he's going to score a goal. When I see him, I think you're not going to score, mate.
Well, there was rumours of him going back to Celtic, weren't there, on loan, and then them buying him for 8 million. I mean, I can't see why they'd want to pay 8 million for him again, but apparently he's going to go back on loan.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they've just sacked the manager.
I think there's a really good player in there.
Oh,
when you watch him, I know Rich, you said about the press, but his mind is sometimes way ahead of some of the players that we've got. Some of those players that are maybe the weaker players. He's making runs and they just don't see it. Like someone like Roberts sees Kyogo's runs, and he's not finished, he's not scored, and we get that. But I feel like I don't want to give up on him yet. I really feel like there's a really good player in there. I think, remember, there was a time when we had a player called Alexander Ǩleb from Arsenal.
Yeah, I remember Ǩleb.
And his mind was so far ahead of everyone else's that he looked so bad because he was like almost where he should have been, but no one knew that he was going to be there. So he'd make a run and no one would find the pass, so he just looked terrible. And I feel like there's a bit of that with Kyogo. But I also want to just quickly say about Ducks and that Watford game. I feel like he's hit a massive fork in the road there, Ducks, at Watford, because he's got into that altercation with the fan. And I think the fan, he has been really shit, to be honest, the last 6 weeks. He's been really poor. I think he deserved not deserve the abuse, because nobody deserves abuse, but when fans pay all that money and they go all that way, they deserve to speak to speak how they feel. But he hit a fork in the road where like he could be like, oh, this isn't for me. The English Championship's not for me. I'm going to just cower back and hide in Germany again. Or he could look at himself in the mirror and go, nah, I'm gonna do something against Coventry. I'm going to stand up and fight for this. I'm going to try and play well. And I think he chose the latter.
Yeah. So the point I was making, guys, so we put this status on about Kai Wagner. And he was saying rate him out of 10. And when I was speaking to my dad, like, I had a funny feeling that they'd start Kai. My dad was like unsure about it, but because of all the injuries and suspensions, and like there was now like real like news on it. He was just announced, wasn't he? Like, and I just had a funny feeling that he's going to start. And for a player to start, and I'm going to be honest, I knew fuck all about him.
Like, none of us did.
We saw his YouTube videos.
Yeah, but like, all I'm going to say is, Rich, right, 6 minutes, right? The ball gets played to him. Bearing in mind he's playing in a squad that he knows fucking no one, right?
Yeah.
6 minutes, the ball's played to him. One touch from that ball being played to you into the box to feed Dutch goal.
What mad, isn't it?
Mental.
It's absolutely mad.
So the moral of the story is I rated him a 12 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely, mate, 100%.
Definitely. All the issues came down Iwata's side, didn't it, yesterday? Yeah. All the issues came down Iwata's side because I think Wagner just had his winger on toast. Basically, he was fine. He had him in his pocket.
He was a quick winger, like he's really quick, and he had him in his pocket the whole game. I mean, I think the one thing I loved about him was his tackles. I mean, he made some tackles. You give to Robinson or something, or Clara, and you're getting sent off, but he knows perfectly what to do. And I think even though he's played in the MLS, you've got to remember some of the grandpas, I call them, who are in the mid-30s and that. They've played in the Premier League. They've played in the Bundesliga, Champions League. They know how to play the game still. So he's played against some world greats, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he works out how to play.
Yeah.
I've got
if he's like a taste of what we're going to be getting in the window, then we're going to get some decent players. And if they're going to get rid of the likes of say Leonard, who I do like Leonard, he's a squad player, but like I said on our chat, one of the chats said, like, I ain't gonna lose any sleep over him leaving because he's a squad player. But I think we're going to be in for some decent transfers. I think Wagner's going to deliver for us again. I really do. And you're right, you don't need to spend 15, 20 million. Just go and get the best players that around for the money we want to spend, and you can get some absolute gems, can't you? So let's see what happens. But Shay Adams, if he's listening, Shay Adams, please.
Just quickly, Nathan, before you speak as well, I think that Kai Wagner was something to do with Tom Brady, because again, the same conversation with my dad. We were saying, that Tom Brady's a winner, isn't he? Like, he wants to win, he wants to succeed. He's got shares in Blues, and let's be honest, it's at the end of the day, I know he's an athlete. He's got that background, but he's a businessman as well. Same again with Tom Wagner. They want to make money as well. So I think that this signing is more to do with Tom Brady. Obviously, he's aware with the results not going very well, and he's reaching and looking outside the box to bring in players. Again, like you said, that you don't have to spend millions upon millions. Just someone who's going to come in and impact the game. And again, 6 minutes into the game,
6
and
minutes.
ladies and gentlemen, Kai Wagner. That's all I'm saying. Nathan.
The one thing actually, talking about Tom Brady, is he's got a lot less in Blues. He ain't even got 1% of stake in the team at all, or the business, whatever you want to call it. He could very easily say, you know what, this ain't for me. I'm going to go to somewhere that's already succeeding. I'm going to go to somewhere that's, you know, already on the up, in the sense of a team that's in the Premier League, or, you know, or as like your Ipswich's or Coventry's, who've already got that sort of backup. But he's thought, you know what, no, I'm going to stay here because there's a project and he believes in it. He's got nothing to lose by leaving Blues. If he leaves, it's nothing on his CV. He couldn't care. But the fact he stayed, and the fact he's even got angry at times. I mean, with Wayne Rooney, he was pissed off about him. He stayed, backed us, and the fact he's still here now, after the fact we've had a bit of a poor season, tells me that this project, there's still things that I don't think even the players know about that Wagner and Brady want to do. So I think having that support from Tom Brady still is monumental. And I'm starting to think now, if we've signed lots of Kyle Wagner, who ain't cost that much money, who actually looks quite good, are we going to potentially look at other players in the MLS that maybe have been in the Championship or the Prem in the past as well, that have that experience to come on in maybe at half time and do a job, or maybe start the game and go off after the first 30 minutes? Because we don't need players that can do a full 90. Sometimes we need those like that can come on and do a job when we need it. If we're a goal down or something, that can come on and change that game, because it can happen a lot. And I think you're looking at Lyndon Dykes in the sense of he's not that great of a player, but he's one of those that you can bring on and he'll get you a last-minute goal, and that's what we need, I think. And sometimes that's what those older players can bring: a lot less energy, but a lot more, you know, big bursts of performance.
And having that help as well, is that help that you can get a result in the game. So the question I've got for you boys as well, I've got another couple of questions for you. We'll start with Max. So I know I'm just going to take it back a little bit. So I wasn't getting the run of results. There's all different views and opinions about Chris Davies' tactics. Is he the man to take us forward? The fan base is kind of split, 50-50. We then get this result against Coventry, the league contenders at the minute as it stands. So do you think now that the signs, now that Chris Davies is starting to learn more, because obviously, like, you know, it's his second season, it's a brand new league again, it's a new challenge. There wasn't signs, like you said, that he wasn't changing anything. So do you think now that he's starting to learn about changing it up and not having all the possession all the time and
I don't think he has a choice, to be honest, because I feel like I don't know whether a phone call's happened or a meeting's happened or what's happened with Tom Wagner or Brady or anybody on the board, but they do back him. But Tom Wagner's said before that he doesn't ignore social media and it's very present in his life, and he sees kind of how the fans feel and how the fans react. And there's no way that somebody on his team wouldn't be telling him and giving him that information of how we're feeling. So whether a conversation's happened, I don't know. But Davis is gonna have to adapt to continue, and he did yesterday. So yeah, for me, as I said, I want him to succeed. But I think yesterday showed that he has the ability, Davis, to do it. And I think Richard said that he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He's worked at some very good football clubs. And whether when he worked with Ange, it kind of tarnished the way he is with his ego and not wanting to change and adapt his style, I don't know. But I think he's starting to learn. And I think you've got to remember that in any of our jobs that we do every day, you learn as you go through. So somebody with 15 years experience is going to be better than somebody that's just started in any job in the world. So as he goes forward, Chris Davis in 5 years will be a far better manager than he is now. And that's just because of experience. So as he's learning on the job, he will improve. And I think yesterday just felt like a massive turning point for me in this kind of middle of the season. And he adapted, and you saw there was kind of cheering and happiness at the end, but there was so much relief as well from him, and he was beaming with a smile in his interviews, like trying to stop himself from smiling. I think that he was so happy. So whether it did save his job, I don't know. I personally, I said to you boys before as well that I don't think he was going to get sacked if he lost to Coventry. I don't think he would. I think he was going to be given this window and then maybe see in February, March how we were doing, and it might be kind of a last gasp. We need someone in to save us if it was going really bad.
Yeah.
But just to finish, Tom Wagner has said about the data and stuff like that. I think he trusts Davis. There's something there between them where he really fully trusts him, and we can all say what we want, but I think he's got the backing of that board, in my opinion. And I think he's starting to change. I think he's starting to learn. And let's hope at Swansea, that's the biggest thing for me. Can we see it at Swansea as well?
There's two just points I want to make just quickly, Rich, before I let you get your opinion on that question. But like in terms of Chris Davis, we all know the recruitment process about getting the manager. How many people did Blues interview? You know, with Tom Wagner, and he was singled out, wasn't he? And again, it just shows that there was like a thorough,
process.
In finding Chris Davis, and then also as well, I'm glad you mentioned about how he was feeling, because again, I know that football is a results business, but I get sentimental, and like in terms of like passion, fight. I love the Blues, but I always say it's the bluenoses before the football. The football's a bonus for me. I just love the fan base, mate. I fucking love it. And like for him to show that much passion, and when we lose, you can see it like in his face. And then when we win,
mate, he's human. He's human, like all of us. He's human. You forget so quickly.
Yeah, but like you said, he's trying not to smile because he's not fucking getting. We got a result.
Yeah. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be like, can get in there. That's what he wanted to do, definitely.
All I'm going to say, Rich.
What's the question about? Is he the man to take us forward?
No, do you think he's learning more now? Like, because there was like different opinions about him, like his tactics, like just doing the same thing and not like changing things about, and now getting that result against Coventry with less possession and getting the results and playing better. Do you think he's learning now about like swapping the?
I think he has, but you've got to bear in mind that when he got appointed, he was told to play possession-based football by the owners. That's why Eustace lost his job, didn't he? Because he just said to the board, look, they can't play it. And then obviously the disaster happened with Rooney. We don't need to talk about that. And he said exactly the same. So I think obviously he's brought in as a coach with possession-based football. That's why he's coached at obviously Liverpool, with Celtic and Tottenham, all possession-based football. And I think, like I said at the start of it, in the Championship, obviously they've managed to have 50 games to work him out. And I think he's remit is to say, right, play possession-based football, because the stats say if you've got possession-based football teams, you get promoted. It's a fact. That's what it is, right? So that's what happens. But we just haven't got the quality tools for him to do that job. But also he's learning on the job as well. So people say about plan B, but you've got to have a plan B and C. So and that's what he needs to figure out. So let's get this right first of all. First managerial job, Birmingham City manager, got us promoted with 111 points, world record holder. Second season, just below mid-table. We've got half a season left. We haven't even finished the season yet. So let's judge him at the end of the season and see if he gets us anywhere near the playoffs. I still think we'll have a go at it. I think the money they're going to spend, they're going to have a go. And I think we're sitting in the playoffs, personally. People say what they like on that, but I still genuinely believe that this season's no way over, 60 points. So I just think it's easy to kind of get carried away, isn't it? And to think, let's sack him, move on. But I do credit the board because they've not done that. They've not pressed the nuclear option and gone, right, let's sack him and let's get someone else in. Yes, we could have gone for a Carrick. He could have gone for, which I wouldn't want it, by the way, or like an O'Neill or somebody to do that. But if they can get him the players that he wants, and there's going to be so many internal meetings been going on since all these losses have been going on anyway, not blaming, they're all collective, aren't they? That's what Wagner says, we were a collective. So Davis won't get the full blame on it. Yes, he's the manager and the head coach, but they know what they need to do. So they win and fail together. That's what they've always said, haven't they? So I think let's gladly give him the window, and let's see what happens, because he did the business for us last season. He did the business, and I think, like, in my heart of hearts, I think he deserves the window. And I was so glad. Can you imagine? Like, I know he gets paid well and everything, but can you imagine the stress and the shit that he has when he's at home? When obviously with all this going on, he must be absolutely horrific. But I just think he cares, doesn't he? I mean, let's be honest with you. He got sent off against Southampton. Was it Southampton got sent off? Yeah. He should have when that happened, right? That just shows how much Blues mean to him. That's just not a job. He wants to succeed. He wants to get us to the Premier League. Now, can you imagine? Would Rooney have done that? Started shouting and getting sent off, or would like a Karanka or some of the other crap managers that we've had? They absolutely they wouldn't do it. I mean, if you watch a documentary, I mean, maybe you should all watch it again. Like, just remember what he's like in there, and the camaraderie and what he produces. I just think he deserves a chance on it. And let's just kind of see where we are at the end of the season. He's halfway in. You can't judge someone with a transfer window and 60 points to play for. Anything could change, couldn't it? Anything could change. So that said, sack him tomorrow. Get Gary O'Neill.
No, fuck that. We won.
No. So yeah. No, but you know, joking apart, I just think we should let's just. I mean, he beat Coventry. He beat Coventry yesterday. I mean, they were like, you know, they might be going through a bit of bad form, but they were a bloody good side with some fantastic players. You know, we had players out. We didn't have Clara playing. Gray's injured, and he did a job on the so-called best team in the league.
Such a statement win, isn't it? Such a statement win yesterday.
Oh yeah, massive.
It was unbelievable. It was a fantastic performance, but it wasn't just the win. It was the grit, the determination. They put everything. I mean, look at Paik, right? I mean, I love Paik. I know he's had a few bad games and whatnot, but so have other people. He was putting everything in the way, split head open. That's the passion. He plays all the minutes, all the games, and again he cares. Same with the Water. That guy's been immense this season. Every time he's played different positions, he's been brilliant. So let's see what we can get, mate. Let's see what happens. I don't know if that's answered the question, but I feel better for saying it.
Nathan,
I think the main take for me from that Coventry game wasn't the fact we won, because I think it could have easily been a loss in the sense of where Coventry are. So going into that game, I thought, oh, we'll lose this, or we'll scrape a point. Never thought we'd get 3. So to me, that's a bonus. The main thing that I took away from that game was that we changed the system and the formation. And for me, that says more than anything that we've done this season. We played off the ball. We had 25% possession. Never done that this season, bar, I think, one game where we were just poor. It wasn't that we did that on purpose. We just weren't good. We then switched to 5 at the back in the second half. When that happened, I thought, oh, it's fine. But someone will move forward. Cashin will move forward or something, surely. Then after 5 minutes, you're like, hang on, no, we've changed it. We've actually got 5 at the back, and it worked. Other games, he would have left 4 there, and we could have conceded again, because last 20, 30 minutes, Coventry were pressing, and they could have easily got another goal to get an equaliser. I mean, they probably could have had a penalty, but, you know, besides the point, we changed it. And up front as well, so many times we had Dutch and Stansfield together up front with Kumas sitting behind. We ain't ever done that before, having 2 up front, have we? And we tried it, and it worked.
Yeah,
I agree,
absolutely, mate. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. And that's the learning process. You're saying about learning, Joe. You're saying about asking the question about learning. He's learning every day, and he says that. He said that in the documentary. He says it all the time. He's still learning, and he did, like you said there, going back to the back 5. Honestly, I was thinking, oh Christ, what's he doing? But that's me at the football, emotional, and I'm thinking, why are you letting him have the ball? But then, like I said, after when I watched it, I thought, fair play to him. He's like, bring it on. Let's see if you can break us down. And luckily they didn't. And he said he learned from the first game when they were switching it, and they were, I can't remember what he said now, but he said, I learned from that what they do and how they do it. So I needed 5 at the back for that. And I was just going to sit in and wait. And it was just, that's music to my ears. That does show that he's learning and adapting. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, he's had 75 professional games.
It was how much space he said they had in the first game. I went to Coventry away, and there was enough space, and out of space there was that much space. It was crazy. But I think definitely agree with what you've said. Absolutely.
But I think another thing that made that game hard going into it, and I think what we saw in the first 30 minutes were they weren't a normal team we play at home. We play at home. Most teams sit back, or at least they sit a little bit further back. They're not as risky. Coventry played us like they were at home, and it was first 20 minutes when they equalised. I thought this might not end too well because they're playing us to our own game, and with respect to Coventry, they've probably got a better team for it. Some of their players are insane for the level that they're at and their chemistry. So I was thinking this isn't going to end well, but we made a little bit of change of putting the two up front, and then in the second half we made the back five, and that limited their opportunities. They couldn't then play us out our own game, and I think heading into the away games, where I still think we've been poor for years, we're not that good away. We never have been. I mean, in League One, there was a lot of games away where we probably shouldn't have got a draw or 3 points at all, but just our quality got us there. So if we can maybe try that counter-attacking off-the-ball style away, if that can work against Swansea and Wednesday, I know they're not the best teams, but if that can work there, it gives you momentum to push forward. I mean, looking at before we move on, before we get the next 7 games, we've got Swansea away, Sheffield Wednesday away. For me, that should be at least a win at Wednesday away and a draw at Swansea.
Yeah.
Then we got Stoke at home, Leicester at home, West Brom at home, and Oxford away. I mean, to me, there's no reason why we can't win all those games.
I totally agree, mate. Totally agree, and that's what we need to be doing. That's exactly what we need to be doing, mate. So we've
played all the really difficult teams away already. Yeah. I think there was a point where we played 9 out of the top 11 a couple of weeks back away. So we've got harder teams at home, but I fancy us at home against anybody because we should have beaten Southampton, we should have beaten Ipswich, we've beaten Coventry, we've beaten Watford. Bring them on. And then away, it's Oxford, your Sheffield Wednesdays, your Portsmouths. We've still got to play all these away, and I think we can, as long as, like we said, he can adapt and learn and carry on. We can get points, absolutely. And it's the depth. We're speaking about it, and before I hand back to Jay, but it's speaking about that depth. I've said to you boys in our chat before, we are not challenging for top 6 or top 10 or top 8 right now because the players that we're bringing on are weaker than our starting 11, and that's what we will. That is what we can fix in this month, in this transfer window.
Definitely, mate. 100%. Everyone says it, don't they, at half time? But like, soon as them changes were made, Williams said, "Coming on, thinking, oh God, we're not going to have a threat up front now." But in League One, we were like, "Bring them on." They'll probably bag 3 or 4 more goals. So that's the difference, isn't it? It's the strength and depth in the squad itself. It's a first 16, isn't it? 17 players. That's what you need.
It's the championship,
and we haven't got that.
The championship, yeah,
definitely. I think you look at League One. I mean, Anderson, for example, League One, superb player. Championship, he ain't cut out for it. As soon as we come back up, and people said, "Oh, Anderson will be on fire," and I said, "No, he's not." I said he'll be useless. And as much as I love him, he has been useless. He's provided nothing because he isn't a championship level player. If I was him, I'd go back to League One. I mean, he could do wonders there. I mean, he was brilliant in that league because he knows the league. He's played there for years. He knows how it works. Championship, he ain't got the stamina to keep going and going and going. He can have a good 5 minutes and then, I'm out of breath. I can't keep running.
It's an age thing. He's at that spectrum where now he's coming towards the end of his. It's all to do with age as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love Anderson.
I do, but do you know what we're saying about, go back to Dutch just quickly? I think that's been his issue. I don't think he's realised just how physical the championship is. And I didn't realise, I must have forgot for a season, just how physical it is. And I think he's a fantastic player, but playing 2 or 3 games in a week, which he was doing, 3 games in a week, he couldn't do it.
No,
so he was pulling out of tackles. Everyone's going, get stuck in. But I generally think he was absolutely shattered.
What, did he look knackered?
Mate, and this is the thing, but I think he obviously had a adrenaline injection for the Cov game because of what happened at Watford. But I generally believe that he's not settled in yet because it's still early days for him, really. But what we do see when he hits the ground running is goals. I mean, that guy can finish. I mean, what a strike that was. Gee, oh my God. That first goal was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah. Another issue for him is that we kind of play him in a way that if he's not sitting right up front and he plays deeper, he's holding the ball. So he's got 3 or 4 players on him and he can't deal with it yet. Give it time, he will do. I mean, he's a big bloke, but he needs time to adapt. He's you'll pass it to him, he'll hold it and then get it forward, but he ain't got that time to kind of spin, turn and react. Give him time to get used to it and he'll be fine. But for now, he's really struggling. And I think the only time he plays well is when he's got momentum. The game I can't remember, he scored a brace at home. Same as Cov. Once he has a good start, he's fine. But if you don't have a good start, you might as well have 10 players because he's been really poor. And it's horrible to say because in the Bundesliga, he's brilliant. Like he's one of the best players there, easily.
They played him in that 9. They played him in that 9 role yesterday, though, right? Because he's been trying to play him in the 10.
Like Harry Kane, I've always related into a worse version of Harry Kane.
Should we turn the phones on, boys? Get the blue noses.
Turn them on, man.
Turn them on. I'm going to turn the phones on, blue noses, so you can call in, get it off your chest, get your opinions in, what you think, you're happy. Come on. So I'm going to put them on there. The numbers.
So who reckon's going to be going then? It's going to be Dykes, Anderson,
Leonard.
In the interview,
Kumas, you reckon?
Leonard
definitely go back. But in the interview with Davis, because in the one he did with the press after with Neil Moxley, he said, first of all, what's going on with, I think it was Dykes, Leonard and Anderson. He said, it's a mixture of injuries and team selection. Got through that question very quickly. And then as soon as he said, what's going on with Leonard and Anderson and Dykes? Are they going? He said, we'll see. To me, they're on the way out.
Mate, Dykes wants to play in the World Cup. I'm telling you, he's gone. He wants to play in the World Cup. Simple as that.
I mean, I don't think he's a bad player, but he needs to be in a lower table side. He'll define there, but
he's not gonna be good for what we want. We want to get into the top 6, don't we?
And he's not a good enough level. As simple as that.
No.
Hello.
All right, Jay. All right, boys.
How you doing? You all right?
How you doing, mate?
All right, mate.
Who are we speaking to, mate?
Todd, yeah. I phoned you once before.
Yes, Todd.
I'm in Minworth. What I wanted to speak to you about is, there's a few of us on WhatsApp. I mean, I started to go down the blues. My first game was in 1968.
Yeah.
So there's a few of us, on WhatsApp and talking something like that. And I like to put my opinions forward because I travelled with blues away from when I was at school in the mid-70s, all through the 80s and 90s, when we was, a lot of the time, to be honest, boys, absolute ants.
Yeah.
But we went away week in, week out. We all met up at New Street, and that was great days, even though we was rubbish.
Yeah.
So the point I was making to the lads the other day, before the Coventry game, Saturday night this was, I put out a text on WhatsApp to all the group. I said, what Blues need to do, the fans, firstly, need to get behind the team tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then the players need to realise they have to leave everything out on that pitch.
Yeah.
Everything. And if you do that, the fans, the Blues fans, I'm telling you now, from all through the 70s, 80s, parts of the 90s when we was rubbish, if you give everything, they will get behind you.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
They see you, games like Bristol City away, Watford away, Sheffield United away, if they see you shirking and hiding, they'll be on you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know yourself, Todd, how I've been brought up, with my dad, going down the blues and that.
Yeah. Your dad is quite, just a little bit beyond my era, but very, very similar. I could see the way he was dressed with his 80s kit on.
Well, you can
with the old shell suit.
That's it, mate. But see, the point I'm trying to make is how I've been brought up with the blues, and I'm sure that you lads agree as well. I mean, we can all at some point we're going to lose games, right? But it's how you lose, and
absolutely.
And for me, I've been brought up, the blue noses, mate. If you play with everything, you're getting stuck in, even a tackle. I love it when the blue noses are cheering. I fucking love that. Even if you're losing, they're showing something, they're giving us 100%. I can accept that. And so, again, what you were saying, Todd, the blue noses, everything will be behind you.
We was talking, there's two names that came up, maybe three that came up for me, that ended up being quite legendary at the club, and they wasn't really very good. The likes of Dean Peer. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember Dean Peer.
Yeah, I remember Dean Peer, yeah.
Harry Roberts and Michael Johnson.
Yeah, Michael Johnson.
These type of players, they weren't that good, but what they did, they give you 100% every time they put the blue shirt on.
Yeah.
They did, mate, didn't they?
Realise that. If they realise that today, the Blues fans will forgive anything if they see you leaving everything out on that park.
Yeah. And I think that's what I said. I was chatting to the guy behind before the game yesterday, and he said, I'm a bit worried today. Obviously, I hope the players are on it. I said, to be honest, mate, they will be on it today because they can't hide at St Andrews. There is no way that away you can. They're in a little section of the crowd, but at home, no way. Like you said, if they're not putting it in, we'll tell them like straight away. And I honestly think that makes all the difference. It really does. They can't hide at home, can they? They can't do it.
No,
let them do it. And
Rich, I completely agree. I completely agree with both you and Todd as well. I think that if you think about the games like QPR away, that's so unacceptable for me. It's so unacceptable. It was absolutely turgid. And I like Joe said, we're going to lose games, but it's how you lose them. I don't mind. I don't like to lose, but I'd much rather lose if we've given everything and left everything out there, like Todd's saying as well. Those performances, especially away this year, they need to change, because if we can give as much heart and soul away as we are at home, because like you said, they can't hide at home. But what about all them 2,000, 2,500 away fans that are there as well? You need to fight for them. You need to leave it all out on the pitch for them.
Yeah, I agree. Todd, are you happy with Davies staying? Were you kind of like happy for him to carry on? Like I said,
when since Davies has come in, obviously we've seen bits and that, but then obviously we had the documentary.
Yeah,
and you can see how hard he works, how much it means to him. Mm-hmm. You see the bit with his family and that. So we're all human. We all want him to succeed, but everybody has the doubts, especially with your away form. You're thinking, if he can't sort your away form out, that means he can't adapt. You've got to be able to adapt. Like you was talking about earlier, Rich, about adapting. When yesterday we were 3-2 up, he took Kumas off, brought Cash in on, and I thought, I don't quite like that.
It's changed.
Time when you've got to think, right, we're going to keep what we got here.
I was just going to throw in quickly, sorry, Todd, that we conceded after, obviously we took the lead 3 times, so we scored, conceded. And I think on that third goal that we scored, Davis was like, right, that's enough now. I'm going to go to the back 5. I think that's why he made that decision.
I'll tell you, boys, there was 3 great goals. I loved every one of them goals.
Yeah, fantastic goals.
3 goals. That's what you do. You don't need 28 attempts. You've got to be cynical. But I've got to tell you, one of my favourite moments, I think it was like the 94th minute, Cashin galloping down the left wing.
That's great.
To link up Kyogo.
I think yesterday, my 2 lads went down with all the grandkids, but I didn't go yesterday. I don't like the early kickoffs. I like the 3 o'clock when you can have a few beers, you know what I mean? But when he was galloping down the wing, I was in my fat. I was up off my seat, screaming at the telly, "Go on, son! Go on, son!"
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was one. He's been better in the last few games, isn't he?
You know what I mean? I'm 64 now. Whatever generation we are, we love the blues. That's why I love listening to you, Jay, especially.
Yeah, but I've been brought up that way. That I've always had
things go wrong, but we hate it. Especially, I hate it when the fans start falling out with each other.
This is why I do this, Todd. This is why I do this channel, mate. There's a little boy. All I'm going to say is a little boy, the top left of that screen, and the face of this YouTube channel, and that was me.
My boys are the same. Jay, my boys, one's 40, one's 37. They're the same as you. They grew up with a nutcase dad. Went home and away. They had no choice when they grew up. They was going to be blue.
It just makes me laugh, though. My dad's like a pedigree brummie, like, and he met my mum and moved over to the Black Country, so I'm like blues, but a dingle. All right, fucking mongrel I am.
Quick story. I did my apprenticeship in the foundry. So, like, for 4 years, I was over in the Black Country in Wednesbury. I used to get it off the Dingles and the Albion, because there was only a couple of brummies over there, but we held our own, I tell you.
I know we do, mate.
But no, they were great people. We had the banter.
Yeah.
But we had some fun with our boys back. I'm going like 70s, early 80s then.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Absolutely.
That's when you went to the pub in them days, mate, and you didn't know if you've got to come out alive.
Well, mate, in them days, weren't some of the players meeting you in the pubs after? They were going drinking after in the game. They
They go drinking after, wouldn't they? Yeah, absolutely.
We was at college. I think I'm going back now, probably about 1979, 80. We went to a pub called the Ford in Hand. It was over like West Bromwich, Wensbury way. And I looked up the bar, and this big, like, guy with the perm, and I thought, he looks familiar. It was Brian Robson.
Was it?
Brian Robson up the bar.
We had a game the next day.
Oh, he liked to drink, he did, didn't he? Brian Robson.
Where do you sit, Todd? In the
Well, I
ground?
ain't got a season. I've had loads of season tickets. I ain't got a season ticket anymore.
Yeah.
My boys went down with the grandkids, the 4 grandkids yesterday. That was in the Upper Gill Medic.
Upper Gill.
Well, with Christmas present offer, next home game, we're in the 12. You know,
okay. You'll have to,
So I'm looking forward to that.
you'll have to keep in touch. Todd, do you want like Facebook or social media, or you have to meet my dad?
I don't do none of that nonsense, but I do like listening to, there's a few channels I follow on YouTube, and obviously yours is one of them. So,
oh, cheers, mate. Yeah. Todd, don't be a stranger, mate. Love this call, mate.
No, I'll tell you what.
This is why I do it, mate. This is why I do it.
I love it. I love how positive you are, Jay. You're the same as me. We've seen some dark days, boys, and the good days are coming.
Absolutely.
I always say, Todd, like I judge off my dad. Like he's my hero. He's my. I look up to him, mate. If I can be the daddy he's been to me, mate, then I'm on something.
That comes over loud and clear. That comes over loud and clear, Jay.
But, I remember times where that little boy, again, like I said, in the top left, that's me. And I remember being that age when he's coming home and he's like fuming about like away games and like, mate, I've seen it, and even the times before that as well. Like what was it? The brothers. It was the other owners. We had the brothers.
That's
it. Like, and before that, like, I've seen it. I've heard all the stories, and even he said, that this is nothing compared to.
Oh no!
Then just keep the faith. So like, I try my best, Todd. That's all I can do, mate.
Yeah.
Obviously, I get pissed off with Blues lose, but I try and keep the faith.
Everybody listening to this from any generation, keep right on. Up the Blues.
Good lad.
Up the Tommy Wagner.
Good
lad.
Nice
one.
Up the ghost, Tommy Brady.
Yeah.
Blue boys.
Love it, Todd. Don't be a stranger, Todd.
I won't be. Don't worry, son.
Keep right on, mate.
Keep right on, boys.
See you later, mate.
Bye-bye. Great call, mate.
What a call that was.
Super
call that was. Come on, Bluenoses.
Old school Blues, mate.
I love listening to the stories.
Mate,
yeah,
mate, he's been through with the Kumars, mate. I tell you that. I think my first game, I think, was 1983, I think, or 82. My granddad took me down to the game. I don't know who was in charge then, but mate, I'll tell you something, like the Kumars compared to Knighthead Capital, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Duncan.
Hello, bro. Right?
How you doing, son?
I'm okay. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're calling in, mate.
Hey, mate.
Nathan, isn't it? So I've got all the names right. Is it Nathan?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hey, guys, right.
Hello,
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm just plodding on that. You know how it is.
Everything okay at home and stuff, mate? Is it your mum you're looking after? So everything?
Every 10 days.
Every 10 days, yeah.
And 10 days off. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but anyway, I haven't phoned up about me or my mum. Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude.
That's all.
Let's get back into this football malarkey, right? The first thing that I thought of was all the fans that went to Watford deserve a pat on the back for singing that song.
Yeah.
Because the way I see it is this. Davis wasn't going to change. That was forced on him by that lot who went to Watford, and that's the bare bones here.
Yeah.
You know, and I firmly believe that if we didn't beat Coventry, I think he was Dyson with the push. Yeah, I really do. Because you see, when your own fans are making a song like that and they had full rights to do it,
Yeah.
because, like, I've only been down twice this season because of circumstances. But the times we've got the ball on the wing and then we passed it back to the middle and then passed it back to Beadle, I just put my head in my hands and think, what are you doing? Possession base is okay for some games, yeah? But, you know, like the thumbnail for this video, Jay, yeah?
Yeah.
Plan B. That Plan B was forced on him.
Yeah.
Now he's broke free of his philosophy, because that's what it is. Maybe he can pick teams and maybe have a bit of faith in himself. I know someone said he's learning on the job, but that's fair enough to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But he's been in the game long enough as a number 2 to pick up all your snippets, you know. And I just hope that he goes on to pick what team, because, like, I come from an era of the last caller, I'm Generation X.
Yeah.
And I used to remember Blues would play 2 up front at home and go away, and if it was a tough game, they'd have 1 up front and 5 at the back. Yeah? It's horses to horses, surely. But who am I to tell Davis what to do? But the thing is, he wasn't for turning. So, like, I'm not saying that he didn't do a good job yesterday, because he did. Yeah, we put 5 at the back for the last third of the game.
Yeah.
And mixed it up a bit, and that's good. But it was only because of what happened at Watford, and I genuinely believe that he was fighting for his job yesterday. You know?
Yeah, that's a great point you mentioned there, Duncan.
But
You needed a result, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do, like, I've still got faith in the geezer, especially now, because, like, wow, the bloke can actually have a plan B. And that's good for everybody, isn't it? Because that team, there is a good team there. Within that squad, there's a good team. And if you can get some add-ons, then it'll only get better, won't it?
Max, Nathan, anything you want to say to Duncan as well? Any points you want to...
Yeah, go on, Nathan, you go.
Honestly, I think he makes a good point about Davis being under pressure for his job. Obviously, they said that publicly there was no pressure, but I think there always was. Even if it wasn't from Wagner, when you're in a form like that, where your relegation form, no wins in 7, and it was looking really dull, especially going into the Coventry game, he has got to force something. He's got to force a change. Otherwise, you're going to lose again and again. And at some point, the board, even if there aren't pressuring him now, we're going to say, right, mate, enough's enough. So I'm glad, you know, like you said as well, Duncan, with the Watford fans, forcing him into going for something different that he actually did. And he shows that he's not just like Ange at Tottenham. He will change his ways and he will try and do something different, either to win a game, see out a game, or just play for a draw.
Yeah, but can I just chip into that? Yes, I fully agree with you. Up to this, why has it taken half the season?
Yeah, I was saying the same thing before.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, but anyway, at least he's done that now. Yeah. And the good thing was as well, the tactics at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
When have we counter-attacked all season like that?
It worked. We're really good.
Like the whole of the tactics has changed, and I was like, "Is this?" Yeah. We've not been used to tippy-tappy, go to sleep. We might have 6 shots, but they're outside the box, and it's really boring. And that's not to put Blues down. I love Blues. My blood is blue, but there's only so much you can take. And fair play to the fans that went to Watford, and fair play for whoever's had a word in his shell, like, to sort himself out of it. Yeah. So onwards and upwards. I will say we have got a lot of players within Blues. I think Max, was it you, Max, that said about Cashin running down the wing, or was it Rich? One of you.
The bloke, I think it was Todd before, but we fully agreed with him. I mean, Cashin himself has turned himself around in 3 games, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but but then again, like, he's actually realised that if he doesn't pull his finger out his backside, he's going back to where he came from to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not good enough for me. And that is not good enough for me. I don't know about you lot, but why are you raising your level of playing? Because I might be.
I think Duncan. I think if you think about the fact that it's the January transfer window and he's not getting any game time with Blues, players always seem to turn it on and turn it up when they're in that window, because they think if somebody's watching me and I start playing well, they might grab me and then I can get some game time. So a lot of the time you will have players all season that don't do anything, and then suddenly towards the end of the season they start playing well. But yeah, I think what I wanted to say quickly was that, Duncan, you said about it's great that he adapted yesterday, but I think the jury is going to be out on him, unfortunately, until Swansea and the Sheffield Wednesday and the Oxfords, and let's see if he can adapt and if he continues to adapt in those 3 away games. And if that happens, brilliant. But our fan base, and me included, sometimes we can turn quite quickly. And I think if we get to Swansea and it goes sideways and backwards everywhere we go again, it will turn pretty quickly.
Absolutely spot on, Max. There's no doubt about it. I was just about to say that. He has got to go forward with this in his head now, and hopefully he can adapt to what he needs to do to himself, because there was a good team there. And this German fullback that come from America, he looks a class act. And if he's as good as I say he is with his stats from America, then wow, it's nailed on his position, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we have got 1 or 2 lightweights, I'm afraid, that have got to go. I don't want to start getting into name mentioning, but there is I'd probably take 4 or 5 that haven't performed. Yes, they might not have had the game time, but if you pay X amount of money and you're professional, you get out there and you try your hardest,
Yeah.
I think we'd all agree with you. There's a 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
I think we can guess who they are, mate. Yeah.
I tell you what's been a little bit of a blessing as well is having Clara suspended. I've noticed Newman now. He's grown.
Stepping up a bit.
Do you know what? The pace in that lad.
Yeah.
He's probably got. Well, he's one of the fastest players in our team, and he's centre half. And I'm thinking, he's just stepping up, as you say. But also, it's making me more aware that I love Clara. He's not a bad defender, but his lack of pace he's probably the slowest player on our pitch. Yeah. And hence, I know the sending off was because he kicked him in the head on the touchline. But he's picked up so many bookings because sometimes he can't deal with the pace of the game. And I don't know. I'm a bit. It's more prominent now because I'm watching Newman. Yeah. But that's not picking on the lad. I'm just saying how I see it. Do you know what I mean?
What do you think about Robinson? Because I think he stepped up really good in the past couple of games. He had a really poor start with the red cards, but I think, like you said, the home game when he got the goal and then he got the one off the crossbar, and then last in Watford, I think he was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think if Clara comes back and he's on the bench, I think he's going to have to sit on there until he gets his chance. That's what I think. But obviously, the boss in it, and
You think? I reckon he'll come straight back in, mate. I reckon Davis put him straight back in. He's the club captain.
Because Norman and Robertson have both been up there.
I think personally he'll take Newman out. I think he'll take Newman out and he'll have Robinson and Clara. But I think how it should happen is if you win it, you keep him on the bench. But I can't see him doing it for the captain.
Yeah, he has his favourite. He has his favourites. Unfortunately, Davis. That's one kind of negative about him. He does have his favourites. So, but did you go to Southampton, Duncan? Did you watch it? Were you there?
I watched it.
Yeah, did you? Because I was there, and when it went full time, we should have probably won that game. But I forgot that Clara wasn't playing because I thought the 2 boys at the back did so well. You didn't miss him, really.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a mad thing to say, but
I know. It's a mad thing. Yeah, it is. But your eyes don't lie, do they? You know, and I'm just thinking maybe the next game and then we'll see. But it's been a bit of a blessing for Newman. I really do believe so, and for Robinson.
Yeah,
Like,
but also, Duncan, do you know what? I think it might have been a blessing that Davies had a couple of games watching the games himself, not on the touchline.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because after that Watford game, didn't he say in didn't he say after the game, he said, I know what I need to do or something, or I've got the plan of what I can do or something. I reckon that might have done him the world of good, you know. Just literally being at the top and see what's going on. Yeah.
Duncan,
No.
You know.
Yes, mate.
there's a question here for you, man. I'd love for you to answer it. Daryl Haynes has just commented and he's put, hang on, I'll get it on screen. Does anyone else want to see Kyogo and Dutch up front in a 4-4-2 when we were at home? Stanhope prailing behind them. He's got some intricate moments of link-up play.
Oh, why did you tell me that one? You know my feelings on 4-4-2.
Oh, jeez.
I am sick of people in their 20s. I am sick of people in their 20s saying that I'm a dinosaur. Listen, you know when we played Watford? Watford's formation was 4-4-2.
4-2, he was.
And the 90s played 4-4-2 for 35 years. Yeah. It's not outdated. Yeah. 4-4-2 is tried and tested.
Yeah.
Strikers hunt in pairs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why did you give me that question, Jay? You know what I'm like on this.
No, but
I'm feeding now.
love it. Look, I'll do this to unite the Bluenoses, mate. With fucking Blues against the world, son. So I wanted to get these.
4-4-2 works, treat, and whoever plays in that two up front, yeah, whether it's Jay or the Duck or Kyogo and the Duck or whoever, yeah, they're going to play well because they get something going. 4-4-2, right? In the chat, if you want 4-4-2, put your thumbs up or say yes.
4-4-2.
We do a poll, Joe. Do a poll, Joe.
Do a poll.
Do a poll, mate.
On stream, look. I'm as bad as Chrissy Davies. Look, I'm learning every day.
Mate, you are, mate.
StreamYard, I ain't got a clue.
Mate, you need a plan B and C, you do. Tell you that. It's unbelievable.
Getting sacked,
mate.
Getting sacked in the morning. Rich will have to be Boying Blue 2.0, son.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Kumas is playing pretty well, but it's like I think Rich said or Max said about it's because they're coming to the end of the loan and they don't know what to do and they whatever. But would you keep him or do you?
Kumas.
Yeah.
No, I won't keep him, mate.
Not for me. Not for me.
No.
I'm the same because he never done it when he come on, and he's only put it on now because it's live on the TV. I think. I'm sorry, I do. I think.
One game don't make a season.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And I know he's not had the starts, Doug. I know he's not had the starts. Some people are saying to me that he hasn't had the starts. How do you sort of gauge it? But you kind of do gauge it when they come on. And for me, the winger needs to cross a ball, and he can't cross a ball, can he?
But the thing is, now, Rich, with the hope that we've had and not the squad that we've got, you want impact subs, and that's what we've been kind of told to believe with the AI, the recruitment process, all the information that's gone into it, and he ain't an impact sub, mate. He really is.
I agree. I don't think we should have signed
nice kid, he's a nice kid. I'm sure he's a nice kid, and I wish him all the best. For me personally, he's not. Like you say, mate, he's crossing the ball and it's like, mate, he's just going into the box knee height. You know what I mean? Hell,
hey, you're taking off Dimmy and Roberts and you're putting on Kumas and Anderson. It says everything.
It's not
Phillipson as well. I mean,
yeah. Like in this number 10 position as well, it's been the vein of our life for nearly 2 seasons now because the nearest we got to a proper number 10 is Williamson, and he's not good enough. And actually, if I said to 10 blue noses, pick a number 10 for a start, and we'd have 10 different answers, and that's not good enough after a year and a half. And let's either get rid of the formation, and have a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, whether you're at home or away or whatever, and just get rid of this number 10, and then we haven't got the problem of it, have we?
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's a subscriber, George Engelman, like he's always saying about the 4-4-2, and I've got to agree. And like you say, Dunk, it's not old at, it's proven 4-4-2. It does work, and like you say, it's like a predator hunting its prey. Packs, strikers work in pairs, mate, playing off each other.
I also believe that formations that go around in circles, because if you notice a lot of the international games now, if you look at their formations, a lot of them are going back to 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And the shock for me was the Watford 4-4-2, because they rubbed our noses in it the other day. And all right, we didn't say no. But, we couldn't handle 4 across the middle and 2 up top. We couldn't handle it.
No.
It's one of them, isn't it? I think a lot of people just think it's like it's unfashionable. Don't think 4-4-2 is unfashionable. But if it works, it works. Great. It's like the long throws have come in this season, haven't they? I mean, that day stopped ages ago. Now everyone's doing long throws. In the box again, like we had when we used to do it. It's Arsenal are winning the league on that, and Arsenal are winning the Premier League on that.
But Duncan, this is one for me as well. Dunk, just quickly, and lads as well. I mean, 𝒆𝒊𝒃 Samuel. Great example of this, and fully behind him. Obviously, he's got a blue shirt on. But one of the things that fucking annoyed me with him was how many foul throws. I mean, you do that when you're fucking playing
them. Yeah, so annoying.
Every other game, he come on, fucking foul throw.
You've got me going again.
Mate, the last time I've done a foul throw, I was fucking 8.
Mate, yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
You know what?
I think it's even possible to have foul throw.
What do you even do a foul throw? Is it when you go outside your box or outside?
No, yeah, both legs have to be on the floor.
2 feet planted to the floor.
Yeah,
or you just want to lean
so
forward and just do
too
that.
far forward.
2 feet got to be planted, yeah.
Yeah. He's heavy.
So
give him some leeway.
Top heavy. I'm top heavy as well. All these beers I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Only coming here to get pissed, Dunk.
And I didn't remember that time about a year ago when you was wobbling on your chair. Do you remember, guys?
Mate, yeah. 19 deep on a phoning.
Jesus, yeah.
And that was a tin can, wasn't
it? You did, yeah. You had loads, didn't you?
Lose just to you, mate. You keep losing, you keep drinking.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it's just like the longevity, Duncan. It's beyond our wildest dreams, like you're saying. It's like Max said, like sometimes we have to be grounded at times. But obviously, again, you've got the side where at the end of the day, football is a results business, and it's the two like kind of bouncing off each other. It's not going our way, and then you come back with a result like that, like fucking yesterday, and it's just phenomenal, and it's that hope's there again, isn't it, Duncan?
Of course it is. And as I say, I went down the Blues in 1972 as a 5-year-old. My dad took me, as my brother, and like the last caller, the fellow in his 60s. I've had season tickets throughout the years. I haven't got one at the moment because of circumstances, but my blood is blue, and whoever puts the blue shirt on, whether it's Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, it doesn't matter. It's our player, you know what I mean? Right, so we have to support them. But I draw the line in the sand when they jump out of a tackle and all that. The good thing about yesterday was the fact that we put a shift in.
Yeah.
And if they can do that on every game, I don't care about the result.
It was the fact with me, Duncan, like watching that game.
True.
Like you say, like he's putting a shift in, but there's like all the rumours start flying around. What social media is like. Facebook, X is one. But for me, that game, mate, as soon as the ball was kicked, and Nathan, Max, Rich, Dunk, like for me, that did not look like a team where there was dressing room problems. There was fight, there was belief, and there was hope, and there was chemistry.
I wanted to jump in. Go on.
Showed a team that does not like the dressing room problems to me, but that's my opinion. Max.
Yeah, sorry. I was watching the highlights again earlier and watching Tommy Doyle, and I think when Paik played the ball forward for Wagner to cross it into Ducks, he literally was on his knees cheering when the goal went in. And then Doyle at the end, when he was stood right by the referee when he blew the final whistle, and Doyle is literally like, he's clenched fist, he's screaming in happiness that we've won the game. This is a bloke that's on loan from Wolves for 4 months, and he's going mental, thinking that we've won the game. But he's so happy that we've won the game. The blue blood is getting in these guys' veins very quickly, and the way they're reacting with each other, you've got Dux and Davis and Roberts all having a big 3-way hug at the end. I've just seen as well. And this team, I agree with you. I think in the dressing room, it's not as bad as we might think it is. But what Duncan said about the football's not a hard game. Football is an easy game, and to link with your fans and to make that kind of build that rapport with your fans, you just need to play. You leave everything on the pitch. I think, like Todd said before, leave everything on the pitch and the fans will clap you off. And then if you don't play well and you get 3 points, they'll still clap you off because it's a results business. So it works both ways.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there, Max, but I mean, I've got a charity game in May and I ain't played for 10 years, so it's going to be hard for me.
I'll clap you off.
Jay.
Hey, listen, Jay, right, this is the truth, right? And I know it's not politically correct, but when I was at school, the fat kid was winning goals, so you'll be all right, mate.
Cheers, mate. I've got to be a Hey, Duncan, are you watching as well as on the phone or not?
Yes, mate, yeah.
It's one thing I want to show you, son. And I cherish it every day. 1 sec.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're going to show me.
Is it the AI?
No.
Oh, no, I thought you could do the AI Wagner.
I played him 60 years ago.
That is cool.
Years ago. It was last season.
Cherish it every
That's really nice, that is.
Blues team in 1914-15.
And there is a little backstory to that. Most of them, because they didn't call up the professional football players to go to war until about 1916. And because we lost so many men on the front lines in the Battle of the Somme and Flanders and Passchendaele with the French and all that, they called up the professional footballers. And of that team, what Jay's just showed, I think 3 of them didn't come back from the war. So it was really poignant. And to be honest, what's going on in my life and what I'm doing, I thought it needs a good home for Jay Abbott.
But you gave me that now. I'll cherish that forever, mate. This is what I do, these lads. I mean, look at the crew we got on tonight. It's absolutely superb. The callers we got, the comments. This is why I do it, boys. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's all draw, dunk up the Blues, son.
Yes, mate. And just one thing before I go. I don't want to make you jealous, but it's my birthday on the 13th of January.
Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday,
I'm getting on the plane. Thank you. I'm getting on the plane and I'm going out to the Philippines for 4 weeks where it's 33
lovely.
Superb.
Beautiful.
You deserve that, man. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, man. Absolutely.
Duncan.
Anyway,
Most importantly, Duncan, message for the Blue Noses that are watching.
Just keep right on and just have a bit of faith. And if our players don't perform, I'm sure we'll let them know.
Yeah.
You missed 2 important things there, Duncan.
Go on.
Fuck them all. And what's the other one?
4-4-2.
Get on the Villa. 4-4-2.
She only been a 4-4-2, mate.
Yeah.
Class, Duncan.
Yeah. All right, lad. Right,
keep right on, son.
All right, keep right on.
The Blues, mate.
Take care, mate. Have a good birthday and enjoy your time away, mate.
Yeah, have a great trip.
Superb, boys.
It's great, Dunk.
He's in it. He ain't called in for a while either, has he?
No.
We've got Lee Harvey, we've got BCFC Tubbs, we got
Mizza, call up, mate.
Hello.
Hello, it's Lee Burke. You all right?
How you doing, Lee?
How you doing, Lee?
So,
what a great name that is.
He is, mate. So Lee Burke, he's an Albion fan, but his second team's Blues. He's always on the Blues social. So
how you getting on tonight, Lee? What's the score?
We're drawing 1-1.
Oh, 1-1, is it?
1-1, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it on here.
Decent game. Is it a decent game, Lee? 50% possession.
Lee?
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
Oh, you still there?
Oh, you're gone then, Lee. Yeah, you're drawing 1-1 in 73 minutes. Think you're going to get a result there, Lee?
Yeah, we have to.
What's the scenario with Mason, mate? Do you think he's going to be in or out?
I think if we lose tonight, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Lee, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've got a mate at work, Lee. I've got a mate at work who said to me today that he wanted you to lose so that you get sacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly.
I wouldn't want to wish my team to lose to get
I heard
something.
rumours coming up on my iPad today that he's going to go.
Yeah.
So he kept on saying there's an hour away of getting sacked.
Really?
But you're away from
Lee,
right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about as bad as ours, your away form. So it's kind of him and Davis were at the chopping block at the same time.
Well, theirs is worse than ours. We were the second worst. It was Albion who's actually got the worst away form in the Championship.
Not the Blues.
Have they played? Have they played one more away game though? Have they played one more away game than us or not?
Don't worry about that, Rich.
All right, sorry, yeah. Okay.
So in terms of Blues, Lee, what you reckon then, mate, with the win at Coventry, the split decisions with Chris Davis and stuff? What's your thoughts,
needed that win. You needed it. It was a good win, that was.
Yeah.
Brilliant win, that was. Yeah.
More about the Chris Davis.
I know Chris Davis. Give him a few more games and see how it goes then.
Yeah.
See if you bring anyone good from the transfer market.
That's it, mate. Nathan, you got anything you want to ask?
I want to say to the Blues, keep right on and keep the faith and
go on, lad.
Speak to you soon.
Keep right on, mate. Cheers for ringing, son. It's all right, mate.
Take care, mate.
He's a legend, isn't he, Lee? He always rings in, and he's superb, isn't he?
He's always first in the chat as well. If you go into the comments before you go on,
He's in there, yeah, I seen him earlier.
He's a lovely guy, and like, you know what Blues and Albion's like. You know, you old hands when you play against each other, kissing each other, don't you? Both like the fucking Villa, and now, but Lee's sound like he's a good lad. Second step Blues, and I've always had a top for Albion as well. Like, to be honest, it's Wolves and Villa I hate.
Mate, get Mizza to call up, mate.
Yeah, come on. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒄, where's Emu? We got Mark Bruce,
using the chat.
𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒄, Carl, 8075. We got Jeff.
Come on, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒄.
He's getting calls. Come on, up the Blues.
442, mate.
442, son.
It's got a point now, isn't it?
Yes, mate. How are you, Max and Nathan? It's your first Blues football fan, and you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good. It's nice hearing what the fans have to say, and also considering I'm only 21, it's always nice hearing what the older fan base say about their stories in the 80s and the 90s. It's quite nice to hear what's been going on and stuff. Obviously, I've only been here a couple of years, so it's quite nice to hear all the stories that I would never have heard otherwise.
Yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. There was a comment near the start that said that Max talks some sense. I did pay him a tenner to say that. I did pay him a tenner to say it, but
Spam. You're doing well on your debuts. You're doing well, mate. You've got no fatigue. You're looking like you can do 90 minutes. Because we go till about 11:30.
I'm all night long.
I had to laugh though because I always call him Mad Max in a good way, just because I fucking love you, Max. But like, I had to laugh when Rich said, "Yes, you got Mad Max on."
Yeah, mate. I was chuffed to bits, mate. Honestly, you said Mad Max is coming. I was like, "Yes, get in."
Mate, it's been
I love your comments. I love your comments on the WhatsApp group because you're proper passionate, mate. So you go and I'm reading them and I'm loving it, mate. Because it's good to have the opinions, isn't it? And it's raw passion. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I think passion. Sometimes I lose a bit. I get a bit too Mad Max. But it's great to be. You know, the group that we're in and we've been in since the start of the season is in the content creators. It's great to be in, just to chat and to share opinions, and we can all share knowledge and our stories, and we can all. I met Kieran last week, Fitz, at the game, and it was great to have a beer with him as well. I'll meet you boys eventually. We haven't met up in person yet, but we will. And it's so good to just talk about it, and I feel like you can get stuff off your chest. I send little voice notes just to try and give you all a laugh when I call out everyone being shit, and then they play really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mate, fucking, you'd had me with Dykes. I was pissed off after a couple of games, and then as soon as I like vented, got it off my chest, you know, the phoning and stuff. He fucking scored the game after. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like, it's happened to me, mate. But in terms of doing this, mate, you know, the people that I've met, there's blue noses that I love the most. Like, I love the chat, and like,
we've
got the WhatsApp group. There's blue noses that haven't met each other. They meet now, like before games, through doing this.
Yeah. That's what we've done. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I love it, mate. And this is why I do it.
It's good to get it off your chest. I mean, after the Watford game, Jay messaged saying, mate, come on, can we do like a post-match? I was like, nah, no way. I said, I'm too emotional. I'm too pissed off. I don't. And you're like, come on. And then, of course, we pulled my arm, and then I felt better after it. It's fine.
Yeah, you've got to get it off your chest.
It's okay.
You ain't going to believe this, boy. Yes, Tone.
Big Tone.
It's Big Tone, mate. Tone, you all right?
What's going on? Is he there?
All right.
Tone, how are you, mate?
Big Tone.
How are you, Tone?
You're not well, mate. What's been going on?
No, I've been in hospital, mate.
Oh, you okay now?
Well, I escaped today. I had to fucking get out. Anyway, it's a long story. I fucking broke down and on the mountains. No fucking lights on the road. I couldn't get any. What's it on the phone? Decided I'd already played fucking golf, so I'd walked 6 fucking miles. But it was fucking freezing, fog, and I thought I knew the direction, so I started walking in. Anyway, there's only fucking 2 cars drove past me as well. But the next thing, I'm in fucking hospital, and I've had pneumonia.
Jesus.
Sorry to hear that, Tone, mate.
Yes.
I'm all right, mate.
Get plenty of rest, mate. We've missed you, mate. You ain't called in there for ages.
Yeah.
But I did say I'm not on the phone. I'm going to message you and give you a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm up. I'll feel a lot better, but they're trying to fucking stick needles in me, and I told them to fuck off. You know what I'm like. I ain't having them.
Well, I met you for the first time at Shrewsbury Town. I've seen the size of your hands, mate. And
Big Tone. Don't call him Big Tone.
Mate, Tone would pick you up by your face, and his hand would go over your head. And he'd lift you up like
that. The thing is, they put me in the fucking ward with all the old fuckers, cheeky bastards.
That's the last thing you need, mate.
It was like the ward on One Flew Over the fucking Cuckoo's Nest. You know when the Blues were on yesterday? Have you watched that film, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, it's a good film in its time, to be fair. Really good film.
Trying to tap the telly to get the baseball on. I was doing that to get the fucking Blues match on. Fucking old Welsh fuckers around me. Anyway, I had to watch it with no sound because they said it was too noisy, so I ended up watching it. It was on ITV, wasn't it? So,
yeah.
Was it on ITV, was it?
Yeah. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔.
Okay. It's only one of my 9 lives, mate. I'm all right.
We love you,
mate.
Tone.
It's going to take a lot more than that to set you down, mate.
Oh, mate, definitely. Because remember when I said to you at Shrewsbury Town, pre-season, this one, I said, Tone, if it kicks off, I'm standing behind you, son.
To be honest, I could hardly fucking stand up. My lungs, fucking Jesus. But
pneumonia, it's bad.
The trouble is, you get to the state where you think you're fucking invincible, aren't you? But I obviously must have. It was fucking freezing now, and I hadn't got any jackets in the car and that. But the clutch had gone on the car, so I couldn't fucking do anything. I couldn't phone. But that's the problem. We're living in Wales, and it's you just. And I should think harder, but there we go. I didn't expect to do that, so. But I'm all right, mate.
As long as you're on the mend, mate, that's the main thing. You're getting plenty of rest.
Well, I'm better here. It's fucking warmer here than in the hospital.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
Before we get into it, mate, are them Wrexham fans at the golf club? Are you still telling them? Are they giving you any stick? lately.
I ain't been, mate. So,
not since before Christmas. I think they've gone on a good run now, haven't they? To be fair.
yeah. So I'm fucking glad I got pneumonia and fucked up.
Yeah. Stay away for a bit, mate, till we get into the top 6 and then go back then, mate.
Yeah. Well, they're telling me I've got to rest for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to sign a form to get out of the fucking hospital, but I'll tell you what, I couldn't have fucking stopped in there any longer. They didn't want me to go, but to be honest, it's fucking hell. I'd have put myself in there if I'd have had to fucking stop.
Yeah,
it's
that's the thing, mate, isn't it?
Compared to this place, it's fucking freezing.
Yeah. You need your home comforts, don't you? You need your own comforts, mate, don't you? To be honest with you, so rest and recuperate.
My bedroom's like the warmest place you'll ever fucking be, so I'm going to spend a few fucking days in there, you know.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I had to warm the place up and sort things out. But I've got someone that's towed my car back, but I'm getting rid of it anyway. The MOT was due, and there's a lot of things wrong with it. Anyway, fuck that, lad.
What are you saying about the Blues, mate?
Tomorrow I'm going to watch the proper highlights with the fucking sound on.
Yeah.
But it was nice getting home and seeing. I just put my computer on. It said you've got to phone in tonight. I weren't going to phone in, but I'm feeling all right, to be honest. So take more than that to fucking knock me down.
Superb.
I'll tell you what, keep me up as well. One of the old fuckers like me. My first game was 1962.
Wow.
But you know what? The first game I remember properly is in 1963. And the game that I remember the most was standing on the Kop. And we played Blackburn Rovers, and it was 5-5.
Wow.
What a score.
That was the day when I thought, I fucking love this. And they had the old, the old buckets that, when they had the stand on it was on the Kop, and they're doing the odds with the fingers and shouting to people, and it was like 1-1, and the odds were going. I was fucking fascinated with it. But 19. But I'd been before, but 1963, the first game I can really remember was Blackburn. And when it went 5-5, I just thought, fucking hell, it's great, this is. And I love the old times. We've been through the shit. And I mean, we've been through a bit this season, but we just got to keep going, haven't we?
That's what I wanted to ask you as well, because I'm glad you mentioned that, like, and through your experience and your history with Blues. I mean, what's your thoughts on this season? I know the results haven't gone our way for the last few weeks. There's been a lot of opinions and views about the tactics. He's not doing this, he's not doing that. What's your take on it, Town?
Well, I agree. I agree with what Dunk said. I think the supporters have woke the club up and Davis. I mean, I don't want Davis to go, but I thought after the Watford match, fucking hell, that was horrendous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think, like Dunk said, he might have learned a lesson now, and maybe we could play his system at home, but do that system we played against Coventry away.
Yeah. What needs to happen?
The only other thing that gets me about him, I think he's overplayed players far too much. The squad's getting back in the Stansfield. He hasn't used his squad enough. And then he's putting players in when they haven't had a fucking game. And you can't do that. But he's young and he's learning, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can't see anything about to replace him, to be honest. That fucking excites me. So let's give him a transfer window. I mean, that kid who come in left back looked good. Get a few more in, get rid of some, and hopefully he's learned now. Well, we have to change fucking systems for different teams.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with Dunk 4-4-2, different formations for different fucking games. Let's not use for fuck's sake.
It's like said earlier on about like every team's different. You got to do you got to be like really thorough about it. You got to look into what these teams are doing, and Max mentioned it earlier. You've got to be able to adapt. And and again, Max was saying, we're playing the same team week in, week out, home and away, and nothing's changing. I think as well, it was a mix of like confidence as well. There's a couple of things mentioned about like lack of concentration, but for me, you can't go on 7 or 8, 9 away games, and it's all to do with lack of concentration. It's a confidence thing for me, and I think playing them same players, being at home at St Andrews, all the Blue Notes game behind them, you got 28,000 fans behind them, and then having like 3,000 or 4,000 away. Yeah, I think it's more of a confidence thing for me personally. But
But also it's showing the team respect, isn't it? Like the away team, we're playing our game home, we're playing it away. We're not really respecting the opposition, are we? Because they're just. Dave's like, well, I'll play my way away because obviously I did it last season, and that's fine. But obviously this season he's been caught out, so I think it's a matter of like we gave respect to Coventry yesterday, the respect of changing our tactics for them. Normally we wouldn't change our tactics for anybody. And I think that's probably what he's learning to do, and rightly so. So there is a time for possession-based football, and there is a time for what we did yesterday. But there's nothing to say that you can't change it halfway through a game, start a game off as we do, and then as soon as we're 1 or 2 up, then you go back to the passing and keep possession. But I think that's pretty much been the crux of what's been going on in it, mate. Really.
Yeah. Well, I think as well. Was it Dunk again? He's a fucking clever fucker, he is. But he's an old school.
Old school, mate.
He said, and I watched that, Lampard didn't know what to fucking do because he was expecting something else from the Blues.
Yeah, you don't expect the unexpected, haven't you?
Yeah. Coventry play the same way every week. They just attack. And when they over-attack, and we took them apart at the back. Yeah, and it was just great to fucking watch. I mean, I'm hoping Dutch does that all the time. Pity Jimmy's out for about 3 or 4 weeks, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I think you make loads of great points there. I think that when you're talking about like in terms of managing within the game and in-game management, making tactical decisions. I remember at Coventry when we got the man, was it Robinson got sent off, and he didn't change it straight away, and we were still playing out the back with 10 men, and we were 2-0 down at that time. And I'm sat there and I'm like, what are you doing? Just get the ball up the field. Why are you pissing around with it in the back four? But then if you look at John Eustace for Derby, when their man got sent off in the first half, just at the end of the first half. He makes 2 changes at half time. He makes 2 changes at half time straight away. Takes off Brewster. He took off the other striker. Was it Brereton Diaz? Took them both off. Went defensive. Tried to hold on to the 1-0 lead. He obviously ended up with 1-1. But he's got a point there at a game where he shouldn't get one. So Davis has got to continue to do this adapting, hasn't he, Tone?
Yeah. Well, I agree fully with that, and that's a good point because. Eustace is a proper coach brought up through football because he's played that long and he's taught that way. And I probably uses a computer now and again, whereas we seem to just do everything off computers. I'm all for modernisation, but you've got to stick to football. I think I said the other week that me, when I was boxing, if I went in the ring, every fucking fight and fought exactly the same, I wouldn't have won as many fights. You go in there, you've done your homework on the kid who's on boxing, or the same as golf for different courses, but you find out where his strengths are, whether he's dropping his left hand or his right hand, or you can find it, and you fucking change your game for that boxing match. You have to change the game when the game's happening. You can't play everything before the game.
No, spot on. Before yesterday, we were so easy to play against. We were so predictable. Davis needs to be doing his research in the days before a game, and you knew like Sheffield United, Southampton away. Watford away, they knew how we were going to set up. They were happy to let us go sideways and backwards, and then just hit us on the counter instead. Let us have all the possession. But we did the flip side and did it opposite yesterday. So my worry is, I don't know what you think about this, Tone, but when Davis got those 4-0s and 4-1s against Portsmouth and Millwall and Norwich, I think he thought he'd found his perfect starting 11. And I think that he stumbled on that. He stumbled on that, but then he played into it too much. So he played that team again and again and again. And eventually it knackered Stano out, it knackered Ducks out, and they were all exhausted. And that was the problem, is that he didn't change it.
Yeah. Well, Stansfield looks to me knackered every second half because he runs his bollocks off.
Yeah, he does. He presses so well. He does so much off the ball. I know he's not scoring at the moment, but you take him out of the team. You know, he made a real difference yesterday, I think, Jay.
Oh, mate, he was. Yeah, absolutely. Unsung hero.
Well, look, what I'm saying is, for some games, maybe for so-called easy games at home, put him on the bench. Put Kyogo in, Deutsch or someone else, or, play someone else and play a different fucking way. Give him a rest. I mean, he's picking him off, but it's like with 10 minutes to go. It ain't going to make that difference, is it? So, but there's a lot of players haven't got. Samsted, I thought, should have had more game time. When we've been had a problem at right back, he's not the greatest, but he's a decent player.
Oh, hang on, lads. Town, look at this.
Oh.
What?
Fucking hell, I've just...
Oh, yeah. No, I just said it. Brilliant goal. I didn't tell me the screen.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Lee's in the bin. Lee's in the bin.
Lee's going to be pissed off.
How long's left?
Leicester have just
scored.
Fucking hell.
That could be the end.
Leicester.
Leicester having their problems themselves. Yeah, they're massively struggling. Leicester. Their only good player at the moment is Jordan James, who's fucking Alex player.
Yeah.
I've had it on, the sound on, and it ain't been that fucking good, to be honest.
No.
Jordan, first goal for them, but I don't know. But like I say, this system thing, it's got to start changing it more, doing different things. Because if he wants to play two wingers like that, he's making it weak for the midfield and back. I mean, if he wants to play that way, fine, but he's got to find a system that covers that. Yeah. I mean, Roberts today is brilliant, but if you watch back on some of the games, it's been down that fucking side that they've been scoring most of the goals.
Yeah, I think one thing I wanted to add was when we bring players on, or when we give out our starting 11, everybody and the opposition knows exactly what every player is going to do. We know exactly what sort of role they're going to play. Whereas if you look at Coventry, for example, I mean, I've looked at the past 4 or 5 games. Every game, you've got different formation. They play 5 at the back, 4 at the back. Sometimes they play 3. They've got a couple of players, Radoni and Eccles, who play in like 4 different positions. You never know what you're going to get with Coventry. Whereas with us, every team, apart from this Coventry game where we did change it, they're right. We know exactly how Blues are going to play. Sit off the ball, counter-attack, boom, we're sorted. Because once we lose our red once, we can't get back into it. Then it's like, sack the game off, sit with the ball and end it.
I'll tell you what I was thinking of. I mean, we've had some great midfield players and I've loved them and their ability's been great. But I'd love to see maybe some older to remember Martin O'Connor type of fucking player in that middle of the park. It does everything. Fucking brilliant player. Defending. I mean, he'd walk through a fucking wall to win that ball. And a good player as well. That's the type of player we need in midfield now, I think.
I want a Damien Johnson in there, mate. I want a Damien Johnson in there.
DJ.
Yeah. But maybe that's picked them up now. You get on them runs, don't you? I'll go back to boxing again. If you lose one, you're not as confident going into the fucking next one, no matter what training you do.
Yeah.
But you have to learn. You have to learn.
Yeah, and look at Wrexham, mate. Look at Wrexham.
Yes. Yeah. To be honest, because I'm here.
I've got a feeling they'll be up there, I do.
I watch it, but I don't, Jay. I don't, to be honest, because they play a way where that bars the way into wins, to be honest. I've watched a few games, the full games of Wrexham, and
yeah, but they do what they've got to do, though, Town, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Very physical team.
And I tell you what, he's using his squad to perfection, basically. He's changing it round. I mean, the big man's out at the moment, but that Smith's come in and he's scoring the goals. He scored again.
I mean,
experienced manager, mate. Experienced manager in Parkinson.
And I mean, lads, and you as well. Town, you like me, you know, like, lads are all the same. I love the banter. You know, it's like football. I fucking love it. And it's like you say, Town, when you get golfing, you're the Wrexham lads, you know, you're giving each other fuck all. But for me, like, you know, like I rate him, and I do like him, to be honest. And the reason why I say that is because I like something new in football. And I'm sick of the same fucking teams winning everything. It's all the same shit. And having someone like that coming through up the leagues, like, I love that. Like, and fair play to him. Like, but
well, I said before, Jay, because I was stuck up there. Well, not stuck up there. I love it up there. Well, I fucking going up the fucking mountains again. But there we go.
Yeah.
But I used to go and watch it, and you know, even when they were right down, not in the league. Not too many games, but I went to a few, and I always wanted them to get promotion. I always looked out for their results, second to Blues.
Yeah.
The only reason I go at them now is because some of the people, the supporters at the golf club, they can be nasty fuckers. They really can.
Yeah.
And I think what's happened is they've had a go at me, because remember, I'm not
Town, I've seen the size of your hands, mate. My fucking face hugger hands, just pick him up by the face.
Yeah, but
lift him up, mate, on that golf course.
You punched one of them in the side of plexus, didn't you, Tony? I come for you. You gave him a whack.
I've always got about 20 of them on me, but what I find about them, and I don't know whether it's just a Welsh thing, because I feel it. I used to think that South Wales were the main Welsh people that hated the English. It isn't. It's where I am, North Wales.
Yeah.
I mean, it is round here that I wouldn't go in, because you just get fucking not hammered, but they just have a go at you all the time. They hate the English, some of them. Not all of them. I mean, I've got some great mates down the club, but some of them, they don't fucking like it when you're giving them back. I mean, look at the trouble I've had down the golf club. Playing stupid fucking joke. So they can't take it. And when they're losing, they go quiet. But I bet you it's been good up being away, because I bet you they're on top of the fucking world at the minute.
I know, yeah.
Absolutely.
Fair play to him now, Town. What's your message?
Yeah.
What's your message for the Bluenoses, Town? And also, as well, you've got a warm welcome in, because you got BCFC Tubbs, Big Town, and he's got a beer emoji next to it. You got Sadie, Tony, 2 kisses. Big Town from Keith Rod on 1875. Dunk, Zulu, Town. Daryl, welcome back, Town.
Tony's a governor.
Boy in blue legend, mate.
Lots of love for Tone there.
Yeah, Tony's a governor, mate, I'm telling you.
I've never been that.
We love Town. We fucking love him.
Sorry, I ain't got any poems. I ain't fucking writing them in the fucking hospital anyway, but
get better, Tone. Get better and get to that Wrexham home game, mate. Come and give them some stick at home. Come on.
Oh, God,
get yourself home.
All I'm going to say, lads, is I met him for the first time with Shrewsbury, and I've seen his hands, shook his hand, and his fucking fingers were touching my shoulder, mate. He's a fucking unit.
You calling me a fat bastard?
No.
Mate, he's called
his Tone, mate.
Mate,
he's Thanos Tone, isn't he? He's big Thanos Tone, that's what he is.
Mate, he's Zulu warrior, mate. I said to my dad, I mean, if he kicks off here, I'm standing behind him.
I'll stand behind you.
Honestly now, saying about rest, but I feel a hell of a lot better just being here for a few hours. Because you feel down when you're in the fucking hospital anyway. I think some people fucking die just because they're in there. They're saying having a rest, and I will, but I can't wait. I cannot wait to get back in my backroom gym and start fucking training again.
Go on, Town.
Yeah. Get to that Wrexham game, mate.
And the other thing, I mean, it's nothing to do with football, but for once, my car's going, and I'm after a big fucking Range Rover, one of the old types.
Go on, Tom.
Just fucking comfort. I want some comfort in my latter days, so I'm going to buy a fucking Range Rover, and that's with all the money I've won at golf. So it pays to bet at the golf, you know. But my message to the Blues fans: you still there?
Yeah, still there, mate.
I've been through all the shit at the Blues since 1962. The Kumars, oh fucking hell! I even remember the old Warsaw guys, the Weldons. I've been there when there's been 4,000, and I've been there when there's 55,000. I've been there. I've stood and queued around the ground. They used to queue round the fucking ground for the Middlesbrough Cup quarter final to get to the. We won that. We had to queue for the tickets for the semi-final. That was it, against fucking Fulham. But, and I've been to the greatest match I can ever remember. Was on the Saturday we beat Sheffield Wednesday away 2-1, I think it was, or 1-0. And on the Tuesday night, going to Leighton Orient, and the Millwall fans were there because if we'd have lost, they'd have gone up. And getting into the fucking ground by my brother saying, "You got to fucking faint." And they come and got me, and we went through the gates, and I got up. He fucked off, left me, and I got up. And he says, "Have you just fainted?" I said, "Never fucking, I just fucking run." But we ended up with the Millwall fans. There was a bomb scare. Anyway, Latchford done the business, 1-0, fucking promoted. We tried to get home. We got home at fucking 9:30 in the morning. Pissed at parts in a minibus. So greatest day ever for me, that is, including all the finals and whatever. It was one of them fucking days. It was absolutely brilliant. So there's hope there for everything. You've just got to keep hoping, praying, and it'll all come. And to tell you what, we'll never have a better fucking chance because we've got the best owners in the world.
Absolutely.
Just quickly, lads, as well, Max and Nathan, because it's your first time on the phoning, and the Town's a legend, mate. I fucking love Town, but this is one of the stories I'll take to the grave with me. And when we met up at the Shrewsbury game, and Tom Wagner was there, he was right in front of us, weren't he? And Big Town went up to him and told him how to spend his money.
What did he say?
Yes, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what now, Jay.
Brilliant that was.
I'll tell you what now, Jay. His bodyguards didn't fucking stop me though, did they?
No, they're not going to size your hands.
They stepped aside, Tone, I reckon.
I didn't know him well, but I knew the faces there, and I'm sure I knew the fucking dads with the bodyguard.
You did all right.
I didn't have a grubby.
Went up to him and spend his money. Fucking brilliant that was.
Yeah, you need to do this. You need to do this.
She was.
It was just one of them days. I mean, for me, remember as well, you talked me into going there because I hadn't been. I see the game before I went to watch the Blues because of getting down there and whatever. I took two Wrexham fans down to watch. We played Bolton Wanderers Tuesday night. We won 1-0. Fabrini scored. Remember him?
Yeah.
Fabrizio. Remember Fabrizio, yeah.
And I tell you what, I think there was about 20,000, and these two Wrexham fans, fucking hell, it's brilliant. I think it's half fucking empty. And it was one of the worst games I've ever watched. I fucking loved it. They were amazed with the ground, and we stood on the cup corner by the Hilton. I fucking loved it. But, yeah, many memories, mate. Many memories.
More to come, mate. More to come.
To the Bluenoses, Town.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. That's turned our season round now. Couple of signings, and I think we'll still get into the top six. So keep right on. Shit on the bill. Fuck everyone else.
Town, just going to say quickly, I love you, son, and I'll phone you in the morning.
You, mate.
I promise.
I love you all. And
sorry
for the people in the chat. I can hardly see,
mate.
So I can't reply to them because I just can't see this fucking chat, to be honest. I can see it on the bottom of the screen, but not in the chat. myself. My big fingers are in the way.
Rugby Town.
Good night, all. Hey, you got snow down there?
Yeah, it's snowing here, mate. Yeah.
We've got about fucking a foot now.
It's snowing here, mate, in Starbridge.
Yeah.
Hardly any at all.
Right. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Take care,
John.
Tony.
Have a good mate.
Take care.
Look after yourself, mate.
Are you lads all right?
Nick's in the chat. We need Nick. Nick, come on. Send him the link. Nick's in the chat.
Nicky's?
Yeah, he's in the chat. Nick.
Join the stream.
Mate,
are you lads all right for time, or?
I've got to get off, mate, if that's all right.
Yeah,
on me tea. I ain't had anything yet.
Yeah,
mate, you're not match fit, mate. You got to do 90 minutes, mate.
Max more than 90 minutes. It's been 2 hours.
Max is there. Look, Max still got 40-50% battery left.
I've got half a chocolate bar left, don't worry about it.
That's a plan B, that is. Chocolate bar to keep you going.
Camera's gone. Camera's gone.
Next time I'll come back with a 3-course meal. I'll have my pasta and my garlic bread.
Have your pasta and have that, mate. You
Get some pasta off.
Nathan, message to the Bluenoses, mate, and I can't thank you enough for coming on, son.
No, it's been a pleasure. It's been great to be on. Of course, keep right on to everyone. You know, we've still got a long road this season. Good things are going to happen. I hope we can make the playoffs, but, you know, things are tough, but you just got to fight through it. So keep right on, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Okay,
and hopefully I'll be back again shortly, guys. Have a good one. See you later. Good
night.
Enjoy your
Bye-bye.
dinner.
Mate.
Cheers, mate.
Mate. Max, you all right for time still, or you got to go, or?
Oh, stay for a little bit, mate. Stay for a little bit.
Bluenoses are loving it, mate. Come on, Bluenoses. We had a comment.
Still the first half.
Oh, yeah. Rich loves it, mate. He's dedicated to the cause, mate. We were. You ever seen that scene on The Hangover and on the rooftop?
Yeah.
And they made the wolf pack. Well, when I first met Rich, he had his mate Bone with him, and he said he flicked out a Stanley knife right outside the cop reception. He fucking slit his hand open. He says, "Right, Blues brothers, we've got to stick together." He made an oath.
Oh, Jesus!
You tried to get me on. R5 this morning. You were saying, "Get up, mate. Let's do one." I was like, "No way, not a chance." Nick's in the tilt. And he said, "Jay."
Nick, where are you? I'm in the tilt.
Yeah,
fucking.
It's funny about
18,000 Bluenoses. Where is he?
It was the friendly when he 18,000 Bluenoses. Managed to get through to him. He said, "Where are you?" He went in the tilt, and then the phone went. It's like, God knows how many thousands of people in there.
Get Nick. Is Nick going to ring up then? Is he? Get him to call in.
No,
Give us some questions.
Nick, join us. Join in, mate.
Oh, join in. Oh, right. Yeah, join in. Get on.
Mate, he's classic.
Get on, mate. We need to talk about Beadle, mate. We need new keeper.
Daryl, call in, mate, and speak if you want, mate. It'd be brilliant. Got a blues project that's cost me a fair penny. We got a nice little project happening on the low. I'm not going to big it up too much for now. Is there a way I can get hold of it? Yes, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and also X. So if you can message me on there or call in, or
you got a pager as well. You got a pager and facsimile.
Yeah, you.
You're his pager.
Mate, we're going to do one tomorrow morning at 5:30.
Yeah.
We're going all night. Forget starting again. Carry on.
That's dedication.
The first transfer window when we got Stano. Like, didn't you do? I mean, we were ringing up then, but did you do like a show for about 7 hours?
Yeah.
Until the finished. It was absolutely mad.
Well, did he wear a yellow tie or something? A fucking suit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it was mental though, wasn't it? It was the end of the transfer window, and at one point I had 750 people watching me live. It's fucking unbelievable, honestly.
Lovely.
Lovely. And that's when we got Stano, didn't we? Right at the last minute. Yeah.
There's 100 people watching now.
Rich, you said about the keeper. Going back to Blues, I absolutely agree. I think we need an experienced goalkeeper.
Yeah, definitely.
I know we've got Allsop. But I want a bit of a statement name in that goal to carry us through, because Beadle, he just flaps, mate. He makes some good shot. He's a good shot stopper when it's close to him, but you know, there was the chance where he pushed it onto the bar and then he scooped it back out to the striker. if they didn't give offside, it would have been 3-3.
He's got to me, to be honest.
He's got to learn to catch more, isn't he?
Yeah, he keeps punching. He keeps punching the ball when it's crossed over. Just catch it. You're like 17 foot tall, for fuck's sake. Just catch the ball.
I mean, I was screaming at him for the 2 goals against Cov, but to be fair, the first one he was unsighted, but the second one, I just think he should be stopping it. I just think he should be stopping that. He's a big frame. The second one, they were taking pop shots outside the 18-yard box.
Second one was poor, but the first one starts outside the post and comes back in. It was a fantastic strike, that first goal, Coventry. But yeah, he's unsighted. But second one, he's got to do that.
You got a right fan base here, Max.
Have I?
Mate, they're all behind you, son.
Cheers, guys. Legend.
You're like Wagner on your debut, mate. You're like you've done assist, you've done everything, mate. Yeah, you're like Wagner. You start calling you Kai.
6 minutes in, I look a bit like him as well. 6 minutes in, I started assisting. Don't worry about it. I'm fucking sound.
But mate, we need to see how you are after 5 games. We need to see who you are after 5 games.
Yeah, that's fair. 5 phone-ins. 5 phone-ins. We'll see what I'm like. We'll see if I'm hanging on.
Come on, Blue. Now you've got time for 2 more calls. Come on.
We've got 10.
Yeah, keep right on.
We haven't got a quiz after, have we?
Yeah. BCFC Tubbs. Come on, get your calls in. We beat Coventry. Come on.
I think the wife thinks I've left her because she said I'll be back. I said I'll be an hour or 2. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, this is mate.
It's a one-off, mate.
So if I've got an audience, I love that. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. We got
somebody ringing in as well.
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? You all right?
All right, mate.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing fine, mate. Yeah.
Yes, mate.
How are you, Steve?
Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year, mate.
Happy New Year, mate.
Yeah.
We got Max and Rich on.
Sorry.
We got Max and the Messiah on. It's Max's debut today, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a blinder, mate.
How am I doing, mate? How am I doing, Steve?
He's like Kai Wagner, he is.
I didn't realise you was on, Jay. I've only just turned you on, to be honest with you.
It's all right, mate. No worries.
And I missed a lot of it, so...
It's all right, mate.
What's the general chat been about?
Big tone, 4-4-2.
Yeah, 4-4-2.
Well... It wouldn't be a bad call if we had a better goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a midfielder who can go box to box.
You were saying that, weren't you, Max, about the goalkeeper scenario? And
yeah, Rich was on, yeah, definitely.
What's your thoughts then, Steve? Obviously, with the bad run of form, and then obviously beating Coventry, having less possession, getting a result like that. Do you think Davies has got the plan B now? Do you think he's learning? How are you feeling just generally about it? Like,
I'm not going to get carried away with yesterday's result.
Yeah, but we're still a massive win now.
You said huge win. We needed it big time. You know what I mean? But Coventry have been on a bad run themselves, haven't they?
Yeah, but what you got to understand, Steve, we scored, they scored, we scored again. Yeah, it weren't just a 1 goal win. It was it was massive. 3 goals.
Oh, I know.
Brilliant, mate. Kyle Wagner comes on 6 minutes. A ball comes over, 1 touch. After 6 minutes, a squad that he has no idea who they are, how they play. Ball into the box to feed the Dutch. What a fucking goal!
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'll tell you what, all 3 of the goals the Blues scored were really good.
Yeah,
they were brilliant, weren't they? All of them.
I've listened to a few podcasts from Coventry today saying the defending was poor, but the runs from the players was brilliant.
Yeah,
that's rubbish. That's rubbish. They tried to play Kumas offside, mate, on that second goal, and they were clueless.
Yeah, exactly. But the runs, our players made the goals. You know, but you listen to all the Coventry podcasts today, and oh, our defence is shite and what else have you?
Yeah, well, it sounds like their fan base and the manager, all of them as well, because even the manager couldn't bear to give us any credit, could he, Steve? He was so salty. Sour grapes or what?
Lampard.
Lampard. Yeah, Lampard.
But I think what it was, he just saw how low we was how bad we was playing, plus all the players we were missing.
Yeah.
He expected it to be a bit of a walk in the park.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think their fans did. Their fans certainly didn't know that they were going to stroll in there and take points. Not going to happen at home. No way.
Yeah.
Steve,
not going to happen at home.
I've got a couple of questions for you, Steve, because I love it when you call in. I love your views. I love your opinions. Did you think from that run of form, right, and with all the it was getting a bit toxic, weren't it, with the fan base? Me personally, I hate it because I think unity, you got more chance of succeeding, you got more chance of success. And I hate it when there's divide. I fucking hate it. Could you see that there was signs of us getting a result against Coventry, realistically, deep down, or not?
I think over the run over Christmas we've been unlucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've hit the last 3 home games. We've hit the crossbar and the post twice in each game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just one of them, isn't it? You go through bad runs and what else have you? It's like I said before, the problem we've got, and we've still got it now, is the board is saying we're going up.
Yeah.
They're telling us a dream, but they don't live in reality. They really don't live in reality.
I think, Steve, that's why we all went into the season with that high expectation, because they set that bar so high at the start of the year that we kind of fell for it a little bit. And then that's what I said earlier about staying grounded, because as Blues fans, we know what it's about. We know what the league's about. We need to stay grounded with it. But they being American, maybe, I don't know. He thinks it's all fireworks and whatever and entertainment. But there's a lot more to it than that, isn't there? The Championship, it's fucking hard. It's a hard league.
Yeah.
Well, it is a hard league, and I've heard now that the board are actually saying to him, "Forget your possession. We need the points."
Good. Yeah, that's what we want, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know, and I think they're changing the way of thinking.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
But
it's all right having the possession. We've done it all year, and it's not got us the results.
It's just mixing it up, though, isn't it? You just got to mix it up, though, haven't you? You can have possession, and then you can still do what we did on, yesterday. It's just how you do it in the game, because it was so exciting, wasn't it? Even having just 25% possession yesterday, it was a really exciting game for us, wasn't it? It was counter-attacking, and it was. I do like possession-based football as well, but there's a time and a place for it, and I think you
can play that. You can play that at home against Oxford, can't you? And Portsmouth, have all the ball you want. That's fine, because you're going to go at them and they're going to sit back in a block. Yeah. But when you go away to Borough and Southampton and Sheffield United, mate, you can't play the same way. You can't do it.
No.
Yeah. But they're the favourites, aren't they? Automatically. Again, it all comes down to social media. You got the betting companies. You know, it all hypes to your opinions. It all adds to what you think as an individual. Of what you want to expect for your football team and how they want to perform. And for me, what I wanted to ask you, Steve, as well, is I had a feeling, because I'm not sure if you'll watch this again from the start or whatever, but I mentioned it earlier, and I was speaking to my dad on the phone the day before Coventry, and I had a funny feeling that they'd start 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒄 straight away because of the suspensions, the injuries, the results not going our way. Max and Rich have mentioned it, like earlier on, about maybe Tom Wagner and Tom Brady are talking, because Tom Brady's got that winning mentality already anyway. The results ain't going our way. We're dropping down the league. So, to bring him in, is he going to start straight away? I spoke to my dad about it, and I had a funny feeling he'd start him. And again, 6 minutes in, you get assists and goals like that. What a player.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get carried away with
Yeah, I'm not getting carried away, but
no, you know, because I remember Bright Samuel, the first game against Ipswich, he looked fantastic, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't rate him at all, Steve. I don't personally. On the podcast that I do, I give him a lot of shit, to be honest. I don't rate him at all.
Yeah, but he looked the first game. He looked all right, didn't he?
He got man of the match. He got man of the match.
You know what I mean? But since then, he's dropped off.
Yeah, massively.
The thing is, you've got to have to go on a good run, and what else have you? You've got to have at least 80% of your team. That's 100%. You really have. You can carry one, maybe two players. The rest of them have got to be on the ball.
Yeah, that's happened too often, hasn't it? That's happened too often away from home.
Like Coventry, when they went on their magnificent run, all their players were firing. Now they've got a few players that are misfiring, and they're not getting the results. You know what I mean? Football, like they've always said, football's a funny old game, and it is a funny old game. You know what I mean? But you know, I've been a Blues supporter now all my life, 60 odd years, and I'm just used to it. I really am. I'll take the good times and I'll take the bad times. But you know, the thing I won't take is the display we had against Watford.
Yeah, it's so poor, wasn't it?
So poor. An absolute disgrace.
Yeah. It's happened too many times, though, hasn't it? It's not just that one.
I don't know what you guys do for a living, but imagine if you went into your workplace and you put in a day's work like that.
You'd be sad.
You wouldn't stay there very long, would you? Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't.
Exactly. But
right, Steve.
These players are protected by contracts.
But Steve, there's a point I want to make here.
Yeah.
You can agree with me, disagree. Like, I love that like I welcome opinions, and you know I don't hold people against it like on my channel. But one of the points I wanted to make was if you watch Kai Wagner's interview, so he's made a decision to come to Birmingham City. He knows fucking no one. He's then put into the squad because of, in my eyes, an emergency in terms of suspensions. We ain't getting the results. There's all sorts of rumours that fans are getting a bit heated. There's all sorts of these combinations. He's put into a squad, and he's coming in and saying, you know, I came in, spoke to the players in the dressing room, and I told them to believe. And then 6 minutes in, he goes and does an assist like that.
Yeah.
It's getting the right people in, and again, it all stems to me when I go to work. Steve, I'm not sure if you're retired, if you still work. Max, Rich, it's about getting the right people around you when you're doing your daily jobs.
Yeah,
it can go a long way.
It's all about
it can
that.
go a long way.
One of the major factors is team spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what you'll do then is you'll work for each other.
Yeah. I think Wagner coming in was at the perfect time because it gave everybody a little lift, I think. And in his interview, he said that I think Marvin Dux picked him up to go to the ground.
Yeah.
So he must have stayed in a hotel or a B&B or some Airbnb, I don't know, because he obviously hasn't got a place yet. But he picked him up, and in the car, Wagner said to him, "If you're in the right place, I'll find you. I'll cross the ball into you. If you're in the right place, I'll find you." It's 5-6 minutes in, does it? This bloke, take him for what he is, because this guy is going to cook. I'm telling you.
He's very likeable, isn't he? On his post-match interview, he was smiling and he seemed to be really happy to be at the club. He's brilliant. That's what you want.
Getting the right coaches in. Like, I appreciate what you say, Steve, about getting carried away. I ain't one to get carried away. You know, I know what it's like to be a Blues fan. It's fucking painful at times. But when you got somebody like that, mate, who's come in as an emergency signing. I mean, I didn't even see any posts about him coming in. I didn't even know who he was. 6 minutes in, one touch, a ball comes to him. One touch, a ball into the box, mate, and he feeds the Dutch. What a fucking goal. And that takes some doing. And And then he goes and does an interview like that. These are the kind of people and coaches you need to lift that dressing room when it ain't going your way. Do you know what I mean?
Jay, believe me, my fingers are crossed.
And toes.
You know, on that cross, he just carries it on. You know what I mean? Because I want to see Blues in the Premier League again before we fucking leave this planet.
I think you will. I think you will, Steve. I think you will.
But I don't know, mate. I died last year, so.
You came back to life, mate, didn't you?
Came back to life.
But you know, it's like I said.
Everything happens for a reason now, Steve. Nothing happened to you because
the big
you're going to see the Blues on the rise, son.
Yeah, we had a great year last year.
Yeah,
we won max 111 points and everything.
Yeah,
I'm expecting more this year, and the board is telling us we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we're not. And everybody's getting down about it.
Yeah, the bar was set so high, wasn't it, with that 111, and then reality's hit, and everyone's in depressive mode. That's the problem. So, as I said, you've got to take it game by game, like Jay said, and just go week to week. And Rich said 60 points left to play for, and we could be anywhere in 4 months' time. We just don't know.
That's what I said to you, though, Max. That's how I see it, because you know I work all week, mate. I love the Blues. I've been brought up to love the Blues. Obviously, it's shit when we lose. I fucking hate it, but you know, don't forget last week. I look forward to this week. What can we do this week? Do you know what I mean? It's a different perspective of looking at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You've only got to go on a small run.
Yeah.
And you're up there.
Exactly,
look at Wrexham. Look at Wrexham now. They've won 4 on the bounce.
Yeah.
And they're just outside the playoffs.
Yeah.
How tight the league is, though, Steve. I mean, if we would have lost that game against Coventry, right, potentially, if West Brom would have got a result tonight and say they beat Leicester, Charlton won yesterday, we would have been 20th, mate.
Yeah.
We've gone from 17th to 13th.
Yeah.
That's tight the league. It's so tight. It's
You
so
just need
tight.
2 or 3 wins. You just need 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah, it's so tight, mate. You just got to keep the faith.
It's the old saying, Jay. Ifs and ands and pots and pans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said to you earlier about hitting the post and the crossbar in 3 games on the trot.
It's my,
you know what I mean? Just one of them in each game.
Exactly, mate. And that's what I said. That's what I said on the last phoning.
Would have been 6 points better than us now.
Yeah.
And would be on the edge of the playoffs.
That's what I said on the last phoning now, Steve. You know, me and Rich mentioned it. Had those chances, he would have gone in. He was just unlucky. All right. We probably didn't play the best. We still hit the woodwork. If those would have gone in, mate, it would have changed the game. That was just unlucky.
Just weren't going for us, was it? Couldn't buy a goal.
It's been a mixture of the best. And we've had results that haven't gone against us because we've hit the woodwork, hit the post. These chances haven't been converted into goals. It would have been from getting a 1 point or a loss to 3 points.
Yeah, but you got to think of it the other way around as well, because you know Sheffield Wednesday, if Dimmy doesn't get that 99th minute equaliser, or if Dykes doesn't get the winner against Swansea, or if Dykes doesn't get the winner against Blackburn, it's both ways. So it evens itself out normally over the course of the season. It's if buts and maybes, as that bloody Liverpool fan says, isn't it? You know what I mean? You just it all just evens itself out, and we can you know, if your auntie had bollocks, she'd be your uncle. So go from week to week. Go, like Jay says earlier, go from week to week. If we lose 1 week, it ruins my weekend. It ruins all of our weekends, all the blue noses. But then when you move on next week, right? What the fuck can we do this week? How can he change? What can he do? That's like that kind of thing.
Max, look at the comment offside there.
But this is what's so good about football.
Cheers, Sadie. What a legend.
We've got 4 blokes talking now, and we're all experts.
Yeah. We were gutted the other day, but after yesterday's win, mate, we're definitely getting carried away. But it's nice to get carried away, isn't it?
All I'm going to say, Steve, right, is I do this for people like you, mate, the ones who've been there, the ones who are older than me, who've seen this shit. You know, I fucking hate it when the fans divide, mate. And I do this to try and bring positivity, right? And I still have to do this when Blues lose. It's fucking. I wouldn't change it for the world, mate. You've got to keep the faith. You've got to keep the faith, Steve.
But I think that's another problem that you've got with Jay, is a lot of the fans that have come back to Blues, they've probably not been down there for years and years and years. And they've not really seen the hard times and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They come in last season and we're winning. We've won the league and all that lot. And now they're expecting the same this year. If you're a true blue nose, you know how it's been. It's been like all my life. You know,
spot on. Those kind of newer fans think it was going to be all roses, didn't they? The same next year. This year was going to be the same as last year, but it was never going to be that. Davis said at the start of the season he knew we were going to lose plenty more games. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Well, he said it on the interview yesterday as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
We've got, because we won the league and we got 111 points. We've got no given right to expect to come up and win.
No. Yeah, bang on.
No. We have got to go out there every game and leave every last bit of energy on that bloody pitch. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah, it's bang on, Steve. And it's like when Max was saying, you know, and Rich and Nathan before he went, you know, like we've seen what it was like against Watford. You mentioned it earlier. You know, when the Blues fans, it's like my dad was saying on the phone, when the Blues fans, the away fans, start to turn, mate, you know you either on the way out or you're in trouble. And when the fans are singing that, mate, and it kind of like makes you realise whether Tom Wagner said something, Tom Brady, whatever, against that Coventry game, he's obviously done something different. It's paid off. It's worked. It's brilliant. But you've got to be able to adapt and change stuff. And it's like, you know, there's just a different way of approaching a game.
You've got to be able to combine the two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
defense work and attacking.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, even at home, when we're attacking, we get people hitting us on the break all the time. The cover don't seem to be there, and there's always seems to be a big gap in the middle of the park. If you look at if you ever look at their first goal yesterday, how much time did he have on that ball?
No.
Yeah, he wasn't good enough, was he?
You know what I mean? He's a quality player. You don't give him that much time.
No, but the point I wanted to make, Steve,
yeah.
it's a way of
when he had that ball, we knew.
It's a way of like how you lose. And as a blue nose, you know how it's like, Steve. If the boys give 110%, mate, and we lose, you can accept it. But that Watford game was unacceptable. Nothing. He gone behind, and you can tell straight away. As soon as the ball kicked to Coventry, they were fucking up for it.
Yeah, straight away.
Up for it, mate.
I mean, in our current team now, you got Jay Stansfield. He ain't scored for about 8 or 9 games.
Yeah,
but the crowd love him.
That's what I mean. That's no need to score, does he? Because his work rate's there. The blue
his work rate, he's unreal.
Yeah, so the fans forgive him for that because he runs his arse off. No, everyone claps him off. Still, he doesn't have to score. That's the point. And if it doesn't matter because he's contributing other things in other areas. But the ones that just walk around like they're walking and running in treacle, you're like, mate, fuck off. I can't be bothered with you.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Big Willow.
There's probably not.
Mate, I said to you, I don't rate Big William.
There's probably not one of us that are chatting now when we was younger enough to do it that would have loved to have just got on that pitch and just run our bloody socks off to earn the money what they're doing there.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd do anything, wouldn't you? Absolutely anything to go and play there, yeah.
You know, that's all you want. If you can see them giving the effort.
It's the minimum, though, isn't it? It's the minimum that you ask for, and it should be the minimum that Davis asks for every game. And you know what? If you keep seeing them not doing it, sack them off. But my problem with Davis is that you know sometimes those players don't give enough, and they get started the next game. You shouldn't. I know he's got some injuries and suspensions. I get that. I 100% get that. But rewarding poor performances every week, twice a week, with another start, you're sending the wrong message out to the squad.
But I think it just goes to show that he's not comfortable with the whole squad, though, is he? Because he knows he needs to change something. Yeah, he knows he needs to change something, but he's thinking, do you know what? I can't afford to drop Stano because I'm just going to lose my threat of friends. I think it's in that we just haven't got the squad depth, and that's what he's going to address now. He's fully aware of what's going on. And
but when you got players,
can't put him on.
When you got players like Fujimoto though for this whole season, and he's watching some of these performances in the 10, and he's like, I could run rings around these players, but you're not giving me a chance. So I don't know what that's about. We got to see him yesterday for 4 minutes, didn't we, Kanya? But that was a bit of a clash. I had to pinch myself yesterday when he came on because we were fucking 3-2 up. We were 3-2 up against Coventry, top of the league. Fujimoto came on. I was like, am I alive here? What's going on?
I think I said that to the guy behind me, yeah.
Well, it just goes to prove what they've been telling us in the past is bullshit. Because they're saying that he has the final say in the players. Yeah. If he's got the final say in the players, if he said yes to win, why ain't he playing him?
There could be a whole host of reasons. It's a strange one, and it would be nice if they ever did an open house again. Just ask the question, why has he not been playing? Is it fitness? Is it because he's not settled in? There's going to be a big reason for it, isn't there? Maybe it's the language barrier. He's not, So there's going to be a whole host of reasons that we're not party to. We can only comment on why isn't he playing. And let's say, to be honest, against Cambridge, he starts, Kyogo starts. Give some of the fringe players a start. Just rest Stano and all the others. We don't care about that. Let's just we'll have enough. I think we've got enough to beat Cambridge anyway. Resting our main players personally.
You know yourself, lads, Steve. All we ask for, mate, is to just turn up. Give 100%, win, lose, draw, up the fucking Blues. That's all you can ask for, mate. We're used to disappointment, but again, I've been brought up. I wouldn't change it for the world, Steve.
But it's a lot of money to go and support your team there.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Put it this way, Steve. We've just moved house. A cost of living crisis. Everything's gone fucking AWOL. I'm not in a position to go home and away all season. I can't do it. I've got 2 kids as well. It's hard. Like, everything's expensive. I go when I can, and it's just like you say. It's expensive. Mate, you go out. You talking over £100. I like a beer, like obviously, and it's expensive, mate. It is.
It is expensive.
Every week. I can't.
Well, it's like nearly a day's wage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're spending that to go to QPR and Watford, and you're like, of course we're going to give it to the players like Ducks and whoever else, because we're hard-working people. Every single fucking day we go to work, and it's hard work. These are on 30 grand a week, 20 grand a week, and all we ask is the minimum. And if they can't give that, it's not acceptable, and they need to be told. And I think it was fantastic that they called them out of Watford because it spurred them on for yesterday, I think.
Definitely. Well, totally great.
Anyway, we've started the new year off, right?
Yeah, definitely. Apart from Watford.
After Watford.
Season starts now.
That was an early New Year. That was a New Year.
That was the hangover New Year, wasn't it?
So this year is going to be our year.
Yeah.
See how we go.
We're going to get rid of a few players, and we're going to bring a few in.
Yeah, spot on, Beaver.
You know what I mean? And it'll change the whole setup. We'll get our injured players back.
Yeah.
And we'll go on a really good run, and we'll make the playoffs.
Wagner's the spark, mate. He sparked it all. It started. You fucking watch us now. You watch us now. Come on.
You'll get injured now, innit? You'll pull a hammy or something in the next game.
He's out for 6 months. His ACL's.
Yeah. You'll pull a hammy, guaranteed. Yeah.
Lads, I'm all
played 60 minutes the other day.
It's all about bringing people on. It's all about being there for someone, And he's coming. He's done an interview like that. He ain't got a fucking clue who the squad is. He's coming. He's done an interview like that. I told the players to believe. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, The other good thing is it's a challenge for Cochrane now.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't get back in, mate. No way. Doesn't get back in. As long as he stays fit.
More I've seen so far now.
But if he does get back in, he's got to play his best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, with his squad though, Stephen, lads, there's now like toxicity. There ain't no fucking dressing room drama. That's bollocks.
Yeah.
Just don't have a bad patch at the minute. These players, you know, like we've seen, even the players that don't get picked, they come on, they try the best.
Yeah.
They try to impact the game. They ain't like fucking hating the player who's been picked to start than them. They're beyond each other. They've been sold the project.
Yeah.
And they're all rooting for each other. You just got to get behind them. Look, again, we sing the best song. It's a long, long road. Just believe. Come on.
You remember that? You remember the Clara and Neumann bollocks when they said they fought in the changing room and all that crap.
Yeah.
And it's just like social media. Social media now. It just there's so many people want us to fail, don't they? And they just want to make anything to try and make us infight. You know what I mean? Like infight in the dressing room. So you just take it with a pinch of salt and just up the fucking balloon, isn't it?
Like Wagner says, mate, FEA. I mean, how many times did you get said that? Apparently, that resignation thing. Apparently, Davis has been sacked. He's cleared his desk, and that thing. Well, it's just a joke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's cleared his desk. He's got sacked. He's going to manage the game against Coventry. I mean, it's an absolute nonsense. It's just all just hearsay bollocks.
I mean, there's another one going around that Anderson's toxic. He's fucking spreading shit.
Yeah,
you know
it's just
what I mean?
Standard thing, isn't it? Yeah, he's had a
Hang on a minute,
with whoever.
Steve.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, mate. I got a knock on the door.
Oh.
I knew that, mate. I knew it.
What's going on,
mate? I tell you.
Look, I've got FEA on. Glued on the microphone. Tom Wagner's told me to put that on, and sometimes he even checks in and knocks on the door, and then they're gonna have to answer the door soon. Then because he said, "Come on, fuck them all."
Can we see it again, mate?
Fuck them all and fuck them all again.
Put it on again. Put it on again. Put it on again. I'll do the voiceover. Put it on again.
He knew that I was on the phone.
You're on mute, mate. You can't hear.
Steve, I love it when you call him, mate. Means the world to me,
Steve.
Listen, keep the faith this year. I believe now we're going to make the playoffs.
Good lad.
I do, honestly.
I do as well, yeah. If we have a good headwind, sign the right players, there's no reason why we can't get a load of points out of the next 60 points available. There's no reason why we can't.
If we can get Ducks playing properly every week, he's going to make all the difference.
Yeah,
you
got to play him in the right role, though. Steve. You got to play him in the right role because in the 10 he was struggling, I think, a little bit. So play him in that middle, get him in the striker role, in the 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 role. Because yesterday that second goal was like watching Marlon King, Kevin Phillips, all of them. The way he finished that, fucking beautiful finish, beautiful.
Yeah, but if we can get him playing on Sung, it'll make a difference to the team this year. It really, really will. You know what I mean? Jay, he's a good player, but he's not he hasn't got that touch. He hasn't got that touch yet, and he hasn't got that hold-up play.
But he's still young. If people forget how young he is as well. Like he's years away from his prime, Jay. So you know he's going to get better and better. Yeah, I mean he's years away from his prime. So let's give him more time. But he's everything that Birmingham City is. That's why he gets some time in the bank. You know.
Yeah, I love watching Stanner. Class.
What's your message for the bluenoses, Steve?
The same message as ever. Keep right on. Fuck them all.
Good
and
lad.
Strike on the villa.
Good lad.
I'll speak to you after our next win.
Steve, I love you loads, mate.
So next Sunday,
keep right on,
Sunday
son.
after we play Cambridge,
Good
you're going to do another phoning.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
All right then, son.
Keep right on, son. Up the Blues.
Take care, Steve. Take care, mate.
Take care, mate.
Right, boys, that is it. What's your
You're right for another couple of hours, mate. It's only 10 to 11.
He's loving it, Richie's. You got to 5 Thursday.
Mate, extra time and penalties. What's going on?
Max.
Mate, you've had what a debut, mate. I reckon you're good for another 40, 50 minutes, mate. Max, I reckon you're ready, mate. I think you can do it.
You've got a good reception here, Max. So what's your experience been like on the Blues football phoning?
Oh, fantastic, mate! Thank you for having me on. It's been absolutely class, honestly. So I couldn't miss the opportunity to come on and put my 2 cents in.
Sorry, it took nearly 3 hours of your time. Your missus is going to bollock you.
Mate, divorced, but yeah.
Mate, she's stomping around upstairs. I'm fucking terrified. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I can't thank you enough, mate, and to all the other lads as well. We got Tommy from Blues Focus, we got Josh and Kieran from the Fitz Bros, we got Carl, Keep on our 1875 podcast. There's who else has been on? We got Nick, my Blues brother, chatting blues. You know, we're all in this together, mate.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, so I saw a comment. I saw a comment asking if I had a channel. I'll just give myself a quick plug. We got Lawler's Law. We got Lawler's Law, which is mine and well, Jamie's really. It's Jamie's channel, but I jump on quite a lot, and Jordan as well, and John every now and again. So if you fancy giving that a watch, that'd be amazing. And thank you so much for having me on and giving me the chance to put myself out there as well.
More so, thank you for making time for me and the Blue Noses, mate.
I've got all the time in the world for you, mate. All the time in the world for you.
To me, mate, and this is why I do it. Rich, fucking love you, son. So, start off for you, Rich. Message for the Blue Noses, son. It can be anything. Anything to do with blues, life skills, anything.
Life skills.
It can be anything, mate.
Said if you're going to have a shower, don't forget to turn the water on as you won't get wet. We've had that one. I know EMU Games likes that one. But like, you mentioned it to me the other day. But yeah. But no, I just echo what everyone's saying. Like I know it's only one win. We've had a real bad run of games, but we have had weird circumstances with injuries and suspensions and whatnot. But I generally think everyone I got behind Davis against Coventry, and I think the atmosphere made a big difference. Even pre-game, people were singing his name, and that's what the Blues fans that's what it's all about, isn't it? They put the performance in. They got, and I feel with good head, we can have a really good go at getting at that league table, and who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, just keep right on. 𝒆𝒐𝒏𝒆𝒍, isn't it? I still think we've got another 2 hours in us.
Yeah.
Forever true to the royal blue.
Max.
Yes, mate.
How's his son? Most important thing in the video. This is.
Yeah.
This is
Message to the Blue Noses. New Wagner is the spark. Stick with it. It's a project. We're going to take time. We're going to push up. We're going to push up that league. Give it more time. Stick with Davis. Get behind Super Chrissy Davis. We have to. We want him to succeed. Let's all stick together. All right. I'm looking at you all now. Fucking stick together. Up the fucking Blues. Shit on them Villa bastards.
Good lad.
And keep right on. Keep the faith. You have to.
Right.
You have to.
That was like poetry. That was. I love that, man.
Right. Should we give
what a debut? What a debut!
What's your name, son? What's your name? Max?
Mel?
Was that a question or I thought it was a question or a statement.
I thought someone else had rang in. I was like, "Oh, last caller. Let's take it out." I saved the worst till last, didn't I? So Mad Max is the name. Mad Max is the guy.
It's Mad Max. Give him one more.
Forever true to the royal blue.
My message to the Blue Noses is keep right on. Fuck them all. Tom Wagner came this morning at 5:30 in the morning. He says, look, you got to stick this on your microphone. Fuck them all. And fuck them all again. And shit on the video. Lads, thank you so much for coming on. All the Blue Noses, all the comments that you do, all you calling.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Channel members, I can't thank you all enough. I do this for you. Make as many memories as possible. Get one life. Keep right on. Up the fucking Blues. And most importantly,
Happy New Year.
and Happy New Year.
Keep right on.